like horrible.
Talking about we horrible. We not horrible.
Y'all are horrible.
No,
we do this all the time.
I know.
I've been looking at him for more than 24 hours.
Whose fault is that?
You want to be honest?
Yes.
Yours.
No.
I put it on Do Not Disturb. Why they
See,
disturbing
look.
me?
And you talk about us.
I mean,
You gonna mess up the mics, Aki?
Now it's on airplane mode.
I'm hungry.
You always hungry.
It's been a crazy day.
Already?
Yes, I've been up since 2.
I know.
For what?
You look so beautiful.
And then the dog
Look at
peed,
that. Hey, you got a
pooped and
dog?
peed. I have him like this week because I took him to get his appointments. And I took too long to take him out because I was like, oh, I got stuff to do. Got a juice, and I had to do my order, and I had my little interview. And he peed and pooped.
It's your dog?
And he pooped.
Or...
He's a family dog.
Oh, okay.
I had him, but now my sister has him like full time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, on my little pink faux fur rug. So I had wipes just.
That's crazy. It's a puppy?
He's
Stop
old.
hitting
But
the table. It's a puppy?
No. But I think he was trying to tell me he needed to go outside.
He probably
So I
was.
didn't get
Did
mad.
he sit by the door?
I didn't get mad. He kept on pacing. And I was like, he probably
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
go.
that means he needs to go.
And then he kept going to the door, but I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
if
he
they go
good.
to the door and
I
pace,
know, but
Oh, you know now.
no, I knew. I figured he did, but I was like, no, he can wait a little more. He can wait. But he had some watermelon, so that's probably why he had to go. He couldn't hold it.
Who the hell gave the dog watermelon?
It fell on the floor, and hey, he cleans up for free.
She weird.
I was so thankful because I would have had to pick that up, stop what I was doing, clean up, and he just licked the floor clean. Special services. I was so thankful, so I didn't even get mad at him. I felt bad. I was like, poor baby. I know, because
That's
he was
your
looking
fault.
sad.
You deserved it.
I didn't deserve it, but
You did. You deserved it.
I didn't get mad at him.
Because that's animal cruelty.
Poor baby.
I know.
Yeah, I did feel bad.
Hi, welcome to Aki and Friends. This is my valet Will. This is my best friend Camille.
Oh, it's gonna be a whole
Valet.
bunch
This
of
is Sea Moss Queen.
It's gonna be a bunch of bleeps today.
Yeah, valet.
I left my juice.
No. I left my water. You want to get both our juice and water for us, please?
Where's your water?
Right next
I
to you,
only
please.
did it because you said please.
Thank you.
Oh, that's you.
I said thank you. She said she only did it because I said please. Boop, 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 boop. Not giving them no promotion today.
Hokaland, sweet green juice. He used to see my queen.
Why? Oh my God. She's still eating. Anyways, so back to our part 2 of racism. We didn't. By the way, y'all just. The more I listen to the Back on That podcast, the more I realize y'all are racist. Black people are really racist people.
Racist or prejudice or hurt or
Hurt?
tired.
How is it hurt or tired?
Who called us? Didn't you say somebody called us racist?
It's better. You said, no, I called y'all racist.
No, you told me something.
No,
like,
I said some people were saying that they agree with me on not all white people are rich. There's not a large factor of white people that are rich.
We never said they weren't.
and I wonder what race.
Technically, you kind of did.
And I wonder what race were they?
They're white.
Oh,
but
okay.
Still,
Says
what's that?
What do you mean?
What's that have to do with anything?
How did I kind of?
So
What you mean by and?
And if even if they white, they can speak on white issues. Y'all were talking about white issues.
What white issue did we talk
Y'all
about?
tried to say white people was rich.
Kyle, what did I say that implied that I thought?
I can't quote it word from word right now.
No, but you can remember.
You was like you was talking about how white people have money and how black people don't, and the bombings and all that stuff. Anyways, it's a lot. The conversation was way deeper
like the
than
1860.
the conversation was way deeper than what it was.
1900.
Poverty don't care what color you are.
It doesn't, and you were kind of arguing against that.
Well, I was talking about my statement with the stuff I was using. So, if we're talking about the majority, if we're talking about in comparison,
That's
there's
what you
more.
said. You said majority, and that's not.
There's
true.
more.
More what?
I feel like there's more.
What? Rich white people?
There's less. I feel like there's less black people with a lot of money compared to other. At least in the U.S.
Nah.
No.
No.
Then what is it then?
It's about the same percentage all around.
Of what?
Of wealth.
In the sense of
White, black.
In who?
Anybody.
I need to look at the percentage.
I
But
don't
no
believe
one
that.
was saying
Why?
or inferring that
Why
white
do you
people
not
couldn't be
believe that?
broke.
What considers you to be wealthy?
What standards are we going off of?
That's what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, what standards are you trying to go off of?
Stop talking over people like
I didn't
you.
talk over you.
Yes, you are.
No.
Like you
I
bring
you.
your voice up for like that's what you're trying to do right now.
And I just asked you the same question twice. Just answer the question.
Well, he tired of
What was the question?
What are the standards you're going off of?
And that's what I was trying to ask your ignorant. You know what?
Y'all don't need to do this no more. Spend this much time together.
I just asked
Especially before a show.
I asked him one question. So what are the standards of your standards of wealth?
I was trying to say, are we going by income?
That's usually what people go by with wealth.
You have assets and stuff, right?
You said what?
Assets.
But your income only go like.
You know I can hear that, right?
Income in the sense of, are we saying 400,000 or 400,000 and up?
400,000 up puts you in the top 1%.
I know that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of black
you
people
can be wealthy. And
You said 400,000.
Anything more
Push you in the what?
1%.
Top 1%.
Yeah. Anybody who make 400,000 more
you gotta realize,
a year,
billionaires are a drop in a bucket. That's like
that's a scatter.
Billionaires is only maybe
scatter.
I think total 700 billionaires. Somewhere that
no
it's not it's
like
not
500.
It's like 4 or 5.
That
it's like a
counts as the
minute
1%.
amount. No,
400.
no, 400,000 up is one.
If you make more,
That's
than,
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
$400,000
Yes,
and up.
yes.
Thought it would have been higher.
No.
Why?
Huh? Why?
Yeah.
I thought that was like
Most people think if they got a
like
job making
Rockefeller money.
No, that's like point.
I thought they were the 1%.
That's
No,
point.
they
That's
point one.
0.001.
Yeah.
Like
They point percent.
most people when they
At
hear
a 100th.
Yeah. Most people when they hear I
1,000%.
make $100,000, $200,000, they be like, "Oh,
You make money.
You
And
make
that's not
money.
true.
You rich." It's true
That's not.
for a regular everyday person. $200,000.
If you make 200,000 a year, depending on where you live, you getting taxed.
Texas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana.
Georgia got like a 5% income tax.
I'm saying these are places where normal people stay. If you make $200,000, you live good. You live great.
Yeah.
$400,000, you could probably go around here and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. Plus, at 400,000, your credit line is like up there, because you gotta realize half these people have like $1 million, $2 million credit lines.
I'm still stuck at the 1% thing, so.
Oh yeah, 400,000 up, 1%.
Very interesting.
It's not too many people that make 400,000 up.
Yeah.
It looks like it, but it's not.
Yeah, I feel like there is.
No, I can like.
No, because if you make 150 and you live in Texas, you live a good life.
Yeah.
I understand that.
If you make 80,000, you live in Texas, you live a good life.
Whose home is that? It's yours. And it's on the couch. That's crazy.
Y'all doing something after this?
No.
Since I pushed
you
my
wanna
stuff
go
back?
eat? I was planning. Yeah, we was planning to go to lunch.
Thanks. That's really why I pushed it
We
back.
thought she was gonna take us out. We was like, yeah.
We had planned that yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Where we eating at?
No, you taking us. Anyways.
I'm a woman. What
so-
is this?
So let's. That's good. That's good. That's how we can dive into our topics.
No, we gotta.
I thought it was about racism.
She's a woman.
We gotta finish the
We
money
aren't talking
stuff.
about- You said what?
Can we finish the money?
Okay. Yeah. Money is not racist.
Make it rain.
Money, no.
Like that's
'Cause
why,
in America-
that's what I'm saying. The 1%. When you really think about like who's in that like 400,000 up category, basketball players, football players, entertainers, right? There's
Athletes,
athletes, right? That's a whole.
Me.
That's majority of the top rich people in black as far as black people go.
Yeah.
And then you got
black person-
engineers,
yeah, I'm about to say no.
doctors, all those people.
No black person really
What do you
has
mean? That's the top where black people go. We engineers and lawyers and doctors too.
How many engineers you know make $400,000?
Oh wait.
Me?
Hold on, wait. You're right. There are engineers
the future?
and
Oh.
there are engineers and doctors and stuff for black people. I said that, but
I thought-
there's
well,
more entertainers than there are them.
In our
And that
group,
is very sad.
in our group,
And then,
or across the board.
in our group, we're just talking about black people.
Oh, okay.
I mean, across the board, it might
Well,
be
now
more-
we got the TV people.
What do you mean?
Love and hip hop now.
They're entertainers.
They're entertainers.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought
And they were entertainers before they even became
Singing.
onto
Love and
Love and
Hip
Hip
Hop,
Hop.
You gotta like think about like what industries we actually kind of like.
I
move.
told you I'm still thinking about that 1% because that's crazy. I did not know that. I didn't like. It's really like.
If you don't study that, you don't know.
I mean, if you don't study economics,
Yeah,
I'm
you
still
don't
trying
know.
to.
half the problem in America is nobody actually knows. Well, there's a small percentage of people who understand economics.
Yeah, and it's very important. That's why I'm trying to tap in now.
And so,
To what?
it's stuff that you should
So
learn.
let's start learning
You know
that
what?
stuff.
The one thing I
Put
will
myself
say
on game.
in public school in Texas is at least the learning is supposed to be the same at every public school across the board, white, black, like whatever income your school is.
It could be the same, but who's to say they're giving you the same?
Knowledge,
Yeah,
teaching.
yeah.
You're right, but they all have to teach out the same textbooks. We all had to take the same standardized tests.
You pick and choose what you want to talk about, right?
We all had to take the same standardized tests.
Okay.
Everybody
I might
had to
learn
take-
extra in my
well,
class than
You
some
didn't have to
tests.
take an
Hey,
economics
Greg,
test.
did you have to take economics when we were in high school? I feel like we had to take government economics.
I feel like I did.
We
It,
did?
it bumped
Okay.
my
We did.
Spanish when I moved here from Atlanta.
Well, because I know economics was like, it
I
was,
think so.
we had to take
I
that
think it was
senior year, right?
economics and a
Yeah.
government
For us.
class.
Greg went to high school with me. This one. Greg had
What high school y'all went to?
Lamar. Greg almost got me caught one day because he was laughing because I swapped cell phones on the teacher, and he saw my sleight of hand trick.
Yeah, but even in those economic classes in high school, they only teach you
No,
the bare minimum.
we learned a lot.
You went to where?
Lamar.
That's a what?
That's the same textbooks.
I'm saying the profile.
And our economics teacher, to be clear, was British.
You missing the whole thing I'm saying. You went to a high level profile high school in HISD. You went to the high school that if you didn't go to a private school, if you were rich, you went to Lamar.
Really?
Yes. You didn't go
Or Bel
to
Air. No,
okay,
Bel Air-
it's
Bel Air
only
was
it's
a-
only 2.
3, because West Side started to kind of be like that.
You see how he's smirking? He be acting like he don't
He
know.
only went to he know.
I know he knows,
Greg.
but he be
Stupid.
withholding stuff
Greg,
until you call him
correct
out.
me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a larger minority at Lamar than it was white people?
Yep.
Okay,
It was a large what?
minority population.
That came to do what? What did they go to Lamar for? To play sports.
No,
Yes.
Greg, you went there to play sports?
Did you live in the area?
Nope.
Okay.
I was on to the school.
How you go then?
Transfer.
How you do that?
Were you in Magnet or you were in
Magnet.
Oh, no, that's
Is
totally
Lamar
different.
magnet school?
Madison's a Magnet school.
Who?
Madison, the school down the street right here.
It is.
Yeah, it's a math and science, if I'm not mistaken.
But still, it was only black people. Black people went to Lamar because of the prestige of the name, to play sports, or they were in the magnet program. Other than that,
Or IB program.
who?
IB.
What's that?
Yeah, it's somewhat like Magnet, but it's like worldwide. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so the token
Is that
nigga went to
international
Lamar.
Oh.
business?
Stop cussing.
I said the token. We on the subject.
Yeah, stop cussing. Black people. I don't like when we use that word about black people.
What, the N word?
Yes.
You said the N word?
You
Yes,
say more than
that's
I
what I'm
do.
That ain't me.
Off mic.
I know
I don't do
you.
that.
You don't do what?
I try not to use that
Yeah,
word.
I do too. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't say it when I'm mad.
You're mad all the time.
All 50 of those mean emojis you
Anyways,
sent me.
no, Lamar had a good diversity of people
What was the percentage?
who weren't just athletes.
What
and
was the
stuff.
percentage of students at Lamar demographically?
I don't know. I actually have to like pull it up. I don't know.
Was it more white people than black?
No, that's why I asked Greg. That's why I say Greg, correct me if I'm wrong. Greg not gonna lie to you. He don't give a
Y'all think it was more black people at Lamar than white people?
I said minority because there was a lot of Hispanics, there's a lot of blacks, there's a lot of Indians, a lot of Asians. There's like a lot of Lamar had a big diverse population of people. Lamar is probably the most diverse high school in Houston.
Did a lot of people have money at that school?
Yeah.
So it was a lot of minorities that had money.
No, not really.
Are you talking about the black people or are you talking about the Asians? The Asians didn't have money?
I mean, the Asians, yeah. Most of the black people lived out in like the nicer neighborhoods of Harlem Clark, though, or like of the hood areas, ish, or the older neighborhoods, or like I mean, it's like 50-50 because like when my brother and sister were going there, yeah, at that point it was a lot of black kids with money who were there. Okay. Because a lot of them stayed in River Oaks. And
I'm about to say Lamar is in River Oaks.
Yeah, Lamar's in River Oaks.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, sure, we can get into Lamar's racist past. Yeah, the black people weren't allowed to go there at one point in time in history. But same for Westbury, Madison, and some other schools that are all black now.
I'm black.
Because black people took over what side of town?
I feel you. I mean, in Houston, if we just gonna be Lamar reflects Houston. That's why our conversation yesterday about River Oaks and Tanglewood, remember? Yeah. I was like, y'all act like it's just a whole bunch of white people that live there. It's not. It's a bunch of Middle Easterns. It's a bunch of Asians. Because it's a bunch of like all throughout Tanglewood and River Oaks.
Because like yesterday when I went to the housing auction, it was people in there paying $100,000, $200,000 in cash for homes to buy from
auction.
Tax lien. Yeah. And then most of the people in there were Middle Eastern and Asian. Yeah.
And like, like that's the reflection of Houston now. And to the person's point, that's what she meant by, look, it's not a lot of us who are rich. She's not wrong.
Who's she? Me?
No. Oh. My friend. Who listens? A friend of the show. Anyways, so on to gender. You in this gender. You know what? Because this is gonna be a whole conversation. A few little like just news things. So remember our conversation we had about like just transgender and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So this was like a man who like he was on the swimming team at his school for like 3 years on the men's swimming team, and he switched to women's swimming team claiming to be transgender and blew the brakes off of everybody over there by 38 seconds. A lot of that happens. Yeah. I know. And like I feel like that is the. I feel like just the way racism is right now, like the way we like pursue out racism, we're also creating a lane for them to do what they're doing because there is no true, like, I don't think anybody has any true, like, everybody's acting off of how they feel and not actually what it is. Like, I don't think people are grounded in reality at the moment.
You can't.
What side are you talking about? Like, what are you arguing in this example?
Saying
so I can know what you're talking about.
And this gender identity part are trying to play two sides of the same coin and ride together. So the gender identity people are kind of like, y'all are discriminating against us wanting to be who we are as if it's the same as when black people were discriminated against. And because black people not even black people, liberal left keep yelling, oh, the world is still racist and it's not really, like, when you just take a step back and actually just look at the things you can do as a black person versus when it actually really was just racial issues, like, it's different.
So, wait, so what is your viewpoint on the two?
On what?
On transgender versus racism. Transgender discrimination?
Well, no, I think we've lost touch with reality. I think people need to stop.
I seen something that says pregnancy has no
I showed you that. Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about that here, but I don't like, what bothers me is the sports and that.
We did talk about this.
Yeah, we talked about this, but I was just bringing up how, like...
Yeah, but just to say pregnancy has no gender, it's like, bro, I couldn't imagine a baby coming out mine.
Well, so right now there's like court cases against all of this right now, right? About fighting, it's like 20 states right now, fighting this whole like gender identity thing and everything. And they're kind of like saying like, hey, look, y'all are, in turn of y'all doing that, y'all are actually discriminating against
Yes.
The actual genders
Yes.
of people. You know, you're discriminating against people who don't have that ideology, and so now, you know, it's an argument of both sides. You
People
know,
are really lucky they live in America.
I mean, this is what I was trying to say last podcast.
No,
So y'all wanted to try to fight.
I'm
me
saying
on it.
people are really
What?
lucky they live in America.
We didn't talk about genders much.
No, I'm talking about us being lucky that we live in America because of the freedoms that you have to even have this kind of stupid argument. Like somewhere like
Pros and
Russia,
cons. It depends
somewhere
on
like
how you
Russia,
weigh.
they'll off
Get
you.
your, I'm about to say your head get chopped off.
They won't even, you know.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
What?
I don't know. I'm not trying to get bullied.
Bullied?
Okay. It's an inside joke with myself.
And she get mad at us for having inside jokes. This is crazy.
That's how I get up. That's how I get even.
No, I understand her inside joke because the wrong person hear what we're talking about, and they blast you all over everywhere talking about.
Good.
It's. I mean,
We get more numbers on the podcast.
We talked about this last time. How it's like you have to like, how you have to.
You have to censor what you say.
Yes,
No,
so
you don't.
much.
You don't have to.
Yes, you do.
You don't. I think Donald Trump.
But like I
proven that you
said,
don't have to censor what you-
He's the president
have
of
an
America.
issue
No,
with
no.
the
Before he was
sports
president.
and with the
He was in the what?
pregnancy.
What you mean?
He was in the 1%. I don't care what none of y'all say. You can't do nothing to me. You're too little to do anything with me. I can go about and say what I say when I want to say it. The people who don't care about what people say actually say what the hell they want to say.
A lot of people could do that. They just choose not to because they're scared.
They don't.
they're not doing
then
it.
Then they care what people say.
Yeah. Again, I said they're scared. It's not a. They're scared of fake repercussions. I think there's this thing of this like
Cancel culture.
cancel culture. I mean, but cancel culture is not real.
It's just too sensitive for me.
In a sense, it is. In a way, it's not.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
How's it real?
Well,
How do you actually cancel somebody?
I mean, don't you mess with them financially, basically.
How can you mess with somebody financially?
You can.
In America.
Some people are getting people fired, getting contracts removed from them.
In America, if you have money, you will always have money if you're smart with it.
If you have the mentality to get money, you always gonna get money.
this is the
My
thing.
point.
This is
Versus the people that
This
don't.
is the thing about
so
America.
they can get.
But
their-
this is the thing about America. You can cancel the person, but you can't cancel the network and the business people they worked with because they're still going to push them
Yeah.
to get them paid.
Yeah, and
So you
everybody
can-
has a
so,
group that's
yeah,
gonna
so I'm
support
saying,
them.
Like
Whatever
CNN
it is.
So
It's not
CNN
even. It's not even to support them. It's Bill Cosby. Oh, Bill Cosby.
We got to cancel him.
Yeah, we gotta cancel him. He's a rapist. We're not gonna play his.
They even try to put him in jail.
But I
saying-
was saying there's always going to be people who don't see it that way, so they support him.
It's
He's
not-
going to have an audience
Yes,
because
true.
they are with him.
But I'm saying you can cancel him and you can say you're not gonna want to watch him, but his show's been syndicated on TV for
Ever.
40 years. I'm saying those network people are not gonna not make their dollars because just one group of people say they don't want to watch Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but it depends on who you are. Because
So
it's like some people have more extensive networks than others, right? So it's easier for some people to get canceled than others because they don't have such a large...
Like, what is getting canceled though? Like,
I
once you
just
have an
gave
audience,
some
when you
examples.
have an audience, you have an audience. It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
when you have an
what-
audience,
like
but you have
Dave
to have a
Chappelle.
big enough audience.
They have tried to
and
cancel
be-
Dave Chappelle three episodes, three what is it? Comedy specials in a row. And
You're talking about big
can't-
name people.
you can't cancel small name people.
They can get canceled.
How? How can somebody cancel you?
Blackballed.
Blackball from what?
From opportunities, from wanting to do more. I mean, look,
It
you
has
got
to be
the-
a person in power in order. Like, you can't. Like, you really in this day of age, there is no way to cancel somebody.
They can try.
You can get lost. There is no legal way for you to cancel anybody.
Yeah, but that don't mean people don't try. And there's ways to
I mean, they try. Yeah,
do it
sure.
in that arena. So,
Yeah, that's just one arena.
yeah. So it's like it can happen. I mean, I feel like it just causes
It
it
can't.
makes things annoying.
You have to take your.
You know, it's like it makes you have to put more effort out there that you otherwise wouldn't have to because of something.
It's just,
you choose to do that, though.
Yeah, it's like what Mike Tyson said.
Anybody who chooses to try to put that effort out there, they
to
choose
not
to
get
do that.
canceled.
Yes, but again, it's a myth.
Do you think Travis is gonna get canceled?
No.
He done already filed a suit to have the cases dismissed.
No,
I'm sure he did.
He's filed a suit to get him out of the cases. He ain't tried to get.
I saw that little thing on Hulu before they deleted it. I didn't watch it, but I saw it.
Getting him out of it to get a case dismissed. It can't be a Travis has to be out of the case. The whole case has to be dismissed. You have to file for a whole new case.
Well, what I saw yesterday, he filed for a motion to get his name out of the case.
Again, they would have to, because the way that everybody filed their lawsuits, they try to pinpoint Travis as the main issue. They didn't try to pinpoint Live Nation as the main issue. Now, granted, Travis and Live Nation, yes, they wouldn't go in as co-defendants. I mean, it'd be up to the point. No, what I'm saying is those two wouldn't try their cases at the same time
together.
Like if me and you did a crime, I could ask to be separated from you for that.
Because if your role is totally different,
yes.
Yeah. But you have to make that claim.
Yeah, and then it had to go through the court, and the court. That's what I'm saying. Like the entire case.
But then you would also vilify yourself as actually doing something wrong.
The entire case is going to get dismissed.
Yeah.
It is.
For cases that don't actually have any weight, yes. The people that died?
The people that know, because the people that died, he tried to make reparations for that already, and they didn't accept it. That's where the filing for motion to dismissal comes. They rejected all the things he tried to do. So you can't, like, at that point, it's like, all right, why am I getting sued now? Because I try to ease the financial burden of your loss. There's no money to bring anybody back.
No, it's not.
Like you can lose somebody that you care about closely today. There's no amount of money in the world, regardless of how they died, no amount of money in the world to bring them back. So at the end of the day, if somebody tried to pay for the funeral and just try to ease y'all's like life of their loss, especially like, I don't think anybody that died actually like I don't know, because I haven't looked at the people that died, but I'm assuming that nobody that died had an actual family or anything that they were taking care of.
The little boy dad.
He died?
Yeah.
Oh, the one.
I thought the little boy just died. I didn't know his daddy died.
His daddy died too, I think.
No, the daddy was just in ICU, I thought. Because they only had a funeral for the little boy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the funeral. It had one little casket up there.
Mm-hmm.
But even if the daddy died, yeah, okay, I can see like some type of like helping if he had other kids, you know. But there's nothing, ain't nothing else.
Like everybody else that died was like teenagers.
It's like the 9/11 thing when 9/11 happened and they were like, there's a I can't remember where it is, but Michael Keaton's in it, and he plays the lawyer that actually had to try the case or like help the government figure out what the cost of a life is after death, and actually help get money to people who like maybe their husbands was the main breadwinner. All right, how much do we need to give them? Like for people who lost their lives in the tower in the plane crash and everything.
Yeah, because you got
the firefighters, all that.
Yeah, head of household.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to try to figure out.
Paying for college, food.
Difficult thing to figure out.
Yeah, bills.
Like, yeah, debt. Any debt that they were in that they may have been paying off. I can't move my foot now. Goodness gracious.
Y'all playing foot too?
Yeah, he over here trying to play with my foot. Anyways.
What kind of game?
That's what you're doing.
My foot has been here the whole time.
No, it hasn't. You
yes,
keep moving your leg in and out. I sit here trying to move my foot. You sit here trapping me. I'm going to put a foot camera down there so people can see you. This is ridiculous. Your foot is even in my space.
I know something you can get before you get a foot camera.
That's Will's fault. I'm not going to explain to you how it's Will's fault, but just know it's Will's
this
fault.
This is Aki and friends.
I could go for some nachos with jalapenos right now.
Call your brother, Will.
Where'd that come from?
I told you I'm hungry.
Anyways,
You just brought food in here.
Am I eating it?
back on subject. Fat girl.
Excuse you?
I love you. I do. I love
What
you.
was that little interview?
I care about you.
What was that interview with Denzel and Jamie Foxx?
I'm leaving here.
Get your hands off me.
What he said? He said, I ain't win nothing. But he said, I'm leaving here with something.
Anyways. Your foot ain't never here. Why it had to be here? Why are you being difficult today? I'm gonna break this. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what's gonna happen.
Can you stay on subject?
I'm trying to, but your foot is bothering me today. You just want to be a pain today. You do. You woke up and was like, I'm gonna find a way to make his life difficult. That's what I feel like you just rolled over today and was like, hey man, let me try to make difficult life on Aki today. Anyways.
I don't know what y'all got going on.
Well, because he started talking about lawsuits and trappers. So back on subject. My whole purpose of talking about the lawsuits that the transgender people were filing is because a lot of the courts are like conservative type judges right now. And some people feel like, well, liberals feel like that's a bad thing. But I've been kind of looking at everything and I was like, maybe it is a good thing that we have conservative judges right now. Because they can stop a lot of like the loony stuff that's been going on.
Until they file an appeal and go to a whole different judge.
I said conservative court, like as far as the Supreme Court goes.
You didn't say it was that high already. You didn't say that. You said it was in court.
Everybody knows we have a conservative Supreme Court in America right now. Everybody knows majority of the judges on the Supreme Court is conservative.
But I'm saying you didn't say it was at the Supreme Court. You just said it was in court.
I said conservative court. So if I'm saying a conservative court and I'm talking about a specific court.
How
you
we
didn't
supposed to
say
know
a
that?
specific court,
I didn't
bro.
major in that stuff.
Y'all get mad when I call y'all stupid.
But you didn't say what level
This
the
ain't
trials
that
was
big a
on.
deal. Okay.
I'm saying you didn't say what level the trials was on. You didn't say how.
I said conservative. I
We know
said,
what you said.
It's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing we have a conservative court.
Supreme is not in that sentence.
It doesn't have to be because everybody knows.
Who's everybody?
I didn't know that.
Anybody in America right now who has half a brain.
No.
Great.
Well, sorry,
No.
I ain't
You
got half a brain.
you knew that when people say conservative court, they're talking about the Supreme Court. Thank you.
See, there you go with your title information. We don't all know that. Just because you know it don't mean everybody else
You knew
know
Donald Trump was president, right?
it. We ain't doing that.
No.
We ain't doing that.
No.
Because
No.
that is not an equal comparison.
It is because he nominated
that
most
was
of the
like
Supreme Court
blasted
judges up there.
everywhere. Your sentence did not say easy.
Anyways,
You know.
any case like that goes to the
Perspectives.
Supreme Court eventually.
After it goes through steps to get there.
Most of them don't go through that many steps to get there. They don't.
So most transgender cases just go straight to the Supreme
I'm not talking
Court.
about the transgender case.
So what you
I'm
talking
about? I am just talking about any cases that would end up at the Supreme Court that have to do with anything racial or gender.
You know how
I said the liberal left don't like the fact that we have a Supreme Court, conservative court right now. You know what's at the Supreme Court being argued right now? Abortion rights. You know why? Because states filed a lawsuit against them. Guess where lawsuits go that states file? Just take a wild guess. Just wild.
I can.
There's a Supreme Court in Texas, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
know that.
Yeah.
And then there's a middle appeals court. And then when it leaves the appeals court, it goes where, Aki?
Again.
No.
You can file cases for the Supreme
And I know that.
States. We talking about states. I said there's 20 states.
And everything has a process. Nothing really just goes and jumps straight to the Supreme Court.
Bro, anytime anybody in a state files a lawsuit, they're trying to file it for the Supreme Court.
You know how many appeals you got to do to get it?
Anytime a
there?
state files a lawsuit, they're trying to go to the Supreme Court to get a final judgment. That's all null and void. Hey, how do you feel about that?
How many
How
federal
do you feel
laws?
about abortion?
Yeah, I feel like it's up to the person.
So you don't care if they get it or not?
It's your body. How am I supposed to govern someone else? They're put on here to live their life.
I feel you. I'm just asking.
So that's my answer.
Okay. No, I'm just asking because like there's a whole thing with Planned Parenthood and how that's racist.
Well, when you look at the founder, I forget her name. Margaret?
I don't know. What is her name?
I think it's Margaret. I forget her whole name. But the origin of it, yeah.
So you feel like it's not a, like... Anyways.
I mean, I'm saying
It's okay.
I don't know if it is or isn't, but I understand
I'm going to move on.
how they would argue that.
What? The abortion? Or
How
the
you said
racism?
that, I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
maybe.
they said it's like built to like
maybe.
defertilize the black community.
Yeah, that's what it's made.
It
Are they still doing that stuff now?
It was start for us to depopulate. It was started for us.
Yeah,
so
you
we
said
would.
You got to move closer. That's why I keep pointing.
I've been sitting right here the whole time.
You talking low though. Every time you talk low, it don't catch you.
Y'all just argue over everything.
He act like we ain't done. You know, this the 10th podcast, right?
Aw,
This the 10th episode.
that's a nice lunch.
This is the 10th episode right here. So don't act like you ain't been on Aki and Friends for half of them.
Aki and Friends.
I've probably been on there for more than half.
All right, so scoot up to the mic. You know how the mics work.
But I'm saying I've been
Has
sitting
he?
right here the whole time.
Oh my god.
Has he though? How many have we done in this round? 4? This our 5th?
I don't know. This is probably 5th. Yeah. Yeah.
This probably about.
Where the other 2, 3 come from?
I don't know. He just want to make my
I
life
feel like I
difficult.
only been
That's
on
all.
7.
That's
Maybe.
what he. This is why his name is what his name is on the computer.
We did one in my uncle's house. We did one
wasn't
here.
Yeah.
So that must be the 2, 3 I missed.
I don't know. Anyway.
Get your hands off me. Get your.
That should be the name of the episode.
Is that's your bit for today?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know. He's still playing footsies over
He
here.
almost got my man in there. So.
Anyways.
Your man.
Denzel. Look, I'm blushing just thinking of him.
Do y'all think the Supreme Court is racist?
We
Do
still talking
y'all
about them.
do y'all relate conservatism to racism?
I feel like it's by the person.
Y'all
Person to person.
Y'all ever watch The Crown?
The craft?
The Crown.
Oh no.
Conservative
It looked
people.
too serious for me.
I feel like they just strict to tradition.
And tradition
Black people are
is-
conservative.
What is
Black
tradition?
people, huh?
What is tradition?
What do you mean?
He said they stick to tradition. I'm asking what a tradition is.
Things that people do ritually,
That's
like they
actually-
do over and over.
What is
and
their
over.
tradition? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you know.
No, I'm saying that's what
like
conservative.
traditionally, like
What is their conservative tradition?
like they're trying to hold on to certain values.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Like
that
going
is.
to
I'm
church
asking
every Sunday.
specifically.
Going to church every Sunday. Every man should have one. Every man should marry a woman. Every man should only have one wife. Stuff like that.
Saying every man.
Conservative wise, that's what I mean.
Man headed household, all that good stuff.
I understand that.
Yeah.
That's conservativeness.
Wait till marriage to have sex.
Yeah.
You ready to marriage?
Huh?
Did you wait till marriage?
Why
Why
are you
did you
asking me
ask that?
personal questions?
Did you? We know you didn't.
But why would you ask that?
I'm just asking.
Yeah. Why?
Well,
you
we
don't
know me and
come
you
on?
didn't.
But I'm saying, why would you ask the woman at the table?
Yeah.
Because she's a woman. I want to see.
Cause he has no boundaries. He has no manners.
That it's a real question.
Not to ask a woman.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
He has
not.
no etiquette.
Look, clearly.
Hold on, wait. You see how he acting right now?
You
about
see
that
how
whole
he
thing?
ignoring how he
That's-
telling
that's-
himself.
That's trying to be conservatism.
I know what conservatism is. I was just asking, like,
But I'm saying,
particularly in that question.
why would you
that
just
he brought
answer
up.
that question all willy nilly out loud? So people can hear.
That's a real question. She got married. She got a divorce.
Oh damn! Just tell everybody my business. So that's why I don't tell you nothing.
Camille, that
My
was
stuff would be
that was known news to the
everywhere.
world. Don't
Oh,
act like
was it?
nobody.
A lot of people still don't know I got married.
They didn't know you got married.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You never told me you got married. I found out through
Exactly.
Instagram.
That's what I'm telling you. And I still didn't post it. You inferred.
You can
No, I
find-
didn't. You did post it.
You
Y'all
know
had
how-
I
posted
just
y'all-
put my hand.
when y'all went to Egypt. I saw pictures of y'all at Egypt.
That don't mean they married.
It was never broadcasted.
Would you roll your eyes like that for?
Because it was broadcasted.
No, it
And
wasn't.
It does mean it was married.
Oh, and actually,
Okay. Anyways,
oh, I don't know.
so no. Okay.
I don't think we were married when we went on that trip.
I don't even care no more because
He be making stuff up.
He didn't mess up the whole thing.
And you just be airing
I
out
just
people's
asked the
business.
question.
Not
I
2
asked
episodes ago.
one question.
Where you said everything that's discussed here or whatever don't leave, and you got mad at somebody for talking your business, and here you are.
I didn't talk your business. Now I can talk.
You did.
People's business. If people
You just
want to talk
did.
business. Y'all want to talk some business?
People don't know that.
Anybody want to talk business?
So
We're going dirt for dirt.
You got more dirt than I do.
No.
Yeah.
You
100% positive.
You sure you want to? Because we definitely had this conversation.
Again, 100%
that's a whole
positive.
new episode.
Do you want to go here?
If y'all gonna do that.
100% positive. But let's stay on topic.
No,
I'm
no,
tired of
no,
y'all.
no, no,
because
no,
now
no.
look how he moved to the mic now.
Yeah, he ready. Y'all gonna have to have another one called Aki and Wheel. Okay? If y'all want to do that.
I keep trying to talk about these topics and y'all will be dry today.
You just because you flat out asked that woman.
Get your hands off me.
Come on.
Because you flat out asked that woman, did you have sex? before marriage?
Is that your girl?
I don't care who girl it is. That how
He
they,
is a male representative of our community.
like how they ask. You not supposed to ask a woman their age.
They
Will.
do that too.
You don't.
Shut up.
You shut up.
No.
You mad because I'm actually right?
No, I'm mad because you're being stupid. You're not
How
right.
am I being stupid?
Hey, did you
He's
saw his text
deflecting.
message? Hold on, wait, time out.
He's
no,
deflecting.
No, fuck that. You saw his text message that he sent you that he sent to the group last night about what we should talk about.
Sex talk. I'll say it out loud.
What does that have to do with what he said? He's deflecting.
Cause now how are we gonna have a conversation about sex and not ask if you waited to marriage to have sex?
That has nothing to do.
'Cause that's not-
We can talk about a lot of stuff.
How are we gonna have a
include
conversation
that.
about sex and you don't know about sex?
You watch porn?
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Answer my question.
Will, why would you watch porn if you haven't had sex?
So you had sex before you watched porn?
Yeah, actually.
Aki.
I'm serious.
Aki.
You act like porn was accessible to us at that age.
It was.
It wasn't.
How old are you?
Well, where were you finding porn at?
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Bro.
You older than me, yes. Jesus. Now, where did you...
Well, you didn't have any older. You didn't have any.
I was the
Call you
oldest.
Huh?
Jerome. You caught that?
Who?
He called you Jesus, and I said, wouldn't that be more like Jerome? That was horrible. I'm just tired of y'all arguing on that.
Cause he just be...
Because because what you said was stupid.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
This
Now,
is what
I
you
wish
was doing.
stopped. Golly.
Yes,
I wasn't
you was
at all.
reaching.
Yes, you do.
No, I wasn't.
Every time we try to call you out on something,
I didn't reach. Y'all weren't even calling me out on something.
No,
I was just
because
asking in general.
Yeah, he was.
because you
What was
said
he
you
calling me out
never
on?
because you
for
said
asking me that uncivilized question.
I kick both of y'all out y'all's chairs. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Anyways, so Michael Jackson
He could
and his vitiligo.
how did we go from
Cause I keep trying to stay on topic today,
It's
and you
highly
want to talk about all this other dumb stuff that don't have shit to do with shit. I'm not about to sit here and argue about that.
you cussed?
I've been cussing.
No,
you
you
made me
haven't.
say fuck earlier.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm about to name the episode "Will Shut the Fuck Up." That's what I'm about to name the
Another
episode.
one. F
God.
bomb.
Oh,
Damn.
well, I'm finna.
I don't even think we
No,
be
I'm
dropping
finna
F
join
No, you
bombs.
the
can't.
party.
You cannot join in the party.
Why not?
I'm gonna mute your mic every time.
Well, fuck you then. Mute that.
That's 3.
You're
F-bombs.
muted.
He's still gonna pick up on ours.
It's
gonna
easier
speak
to
up
bleep
now.
It's easier to bleep him out. Turn his
Why
mic.
you
Turn
giggle
his
like
mic all the way
that?
down. Turn him off.
He giggled like a little gift.
Cause he a child.
I am.
He's a fucking child.
Fat boy.
Child of God.
He's not a child of God.
I am.
This is why you
Jerome.
have issues that you have.
Huh?
Huh? I said this is why you had the issues you have. This is what I was talking about yesterday.
Because of what?
Cause of how you acting now.
What was we
What am
talking
I?
about?
How am I acting?
No, me and him. It's
No,
an
what was
inside
we talking
conversation.
about?
I can't put his business out
No,
there.
it was a new topic, and I didn't forgot because I'm hungry.
I was just talking about conservative.
Michael Jackson and Vinny.
Oh,
I feel like
I was talking about how we got lied to as kids.
I want to
and
deep.
they talked about how he bleached his skin.
I was in middle school or like freshman, sophomore year of high school, and I did a deep dive on YouTube on like the vitiligo stuff, you know,
Really?
because I loved Michael, and I was just like, he did not. And I was zooming in and fast forwarding and slowing down and pausing, and I was like, and I was reading. Yeah, I knew back then.
Oh, so you found out in high school?
Middle school, high school.
Did your
I
parents?
mean, it wasn't like it
tell you
wasn't
he bleached
known
his
then,
skin?
but still, huh?
So did your parents tell you he bleached his skin?
No, my parents didn't tell me that.
I'm just asking. Did you ever hear that?
TV.
Really? On TV?
Where else are you gonna hear it? Your parents gonna sit you down and be like,
I asked my mama
Jackson
how he
bleached his
became
skin.
white, and she was like he had a bleached skin accident,
See,
something like that.
she's just saying, repeating what she heard on the media.
The media's always been bad. We know this. What about you?
That just shows
Your
how
parents told
ignorant
you that?
people are. It just tells
Who
you
told
how
you he bleached
ignorant
his
people
skin?
are.
TV. Now you don't want to come close to the mic. See this?
They just tell you how ignorant people are.
You was ready to come close to the mic a second ago when it's time to argue. Now that we just having a conversation, you don't want to sit here and come close to the mic.
But yeah, Mike. I guess, probably maybe towards the end he evened out his skin. Maybe not. He was covering up. You can see pictures where he's like sweating and stuff. Because, you have only so little bit of melanin left. Maybe technically he bleached in. Who knows? But you could see.
But
No, because I know some people.
Does vitiligo like start at a certain age or?
So evidently it varies. Like even different kinds, because it's like, I know someone. Well, yeah, I know Cherie Lindsay. She's open about her vitiligo. I talked to her one time and I was asking her about Winnie.
I'm gonna say she looks like Michael at this point.
Yeah, I talked to her about Winnie Harlow, and I was like, how is Winnie Harlow? Like I was like, are they coloring like using makeup or something? Because hers hadn't faded. Because Cherie from school to now, and it's just she's told me that there's different kinds that do different things, and I was like, oh shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, I know if you like I think with Cherie's case, hers was like mainly like if she stayed in the sun too long, or like she had to avoid sunlight in order to.
Well, you don't have any pigmentation, so your skin burns.
Yeah,
but I don't have nothing to do with it receding.
She had to avoid sunlight in order to keep it from like actually going how it went.
Huh?
That's what she was saying.
Are you sure you heard that right? Because you don't hear stuff right all the time.
I do. I hear stuff right all the time. I do know with people, it's with certain people, it is a sunlight thing.
That it'll cause more of it.
Like it.
I just
it
know
causes
that
it to like go away. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I just know they have to avoid because it burns. You burn.
I mean, it makes sense. Like Michael always wore long sleeves and all
because
this other
he's
stuff.
burning.
I know. That's what I said.
So is that directly related to him losing? Not necessarily.
Him losing his pigment.
Yeah, they're not necessarily.
I don't know what type,
always grouped together. That's what I'm saying.
But all I'm saying is like I know that there is like if you can avoid the sun, you can keep most of your skin color.
How many types of
vitiligo is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something
probably a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's different variations. But
Yeah, I just found it really interesting because I didn't know some people like their stop.
Yeah, because I do know some people like it's only on their hands. So, or like arms, or something, like. But it makes sense. Like a lot
and
of people.
hers is like symmetrical.
Whose?
Winnie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, it is symmetrical.
I say it like I know her. Winnie.
I mean, I can see that. But yeah, like that's yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was like a black household thing.
Well, we're not the only ones that have it. It's just more noticeable because of the variation. It's just the variation in the color. You can see it more because the hue is darker.
We go black to white.
Yeah.
I mean, we do. You basically go black to white. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't argue that.
Like you really go white in the actual sense of color.
But yeah, other ethnicities have it. You
It's
just
actually
can't pick
funny.
up on it as quickly.
What, the vitiligo?
Because the difference in the colors aren't as wide.
Yeah.
Oh, because they don't have enough melanin. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I can see that. I guess just yeah, it is more. It's a lot more noticeable on us. That makes sense. Yeah.
Next subject.
Is that all you have? The insight on it? That's all.
We really didn't have that much information on it.
I mean, I might have, but I was thinking about nachos and jalapenos.
Oh my god! You should have ate before you come.
I know. I ate at 4. And then I got busy.
It's amazing. You're up at 2 and you're still late.
I
That's
had
crazy
to
to me.
make juices, clean up dog poop,
Still late.
get dressed,
Anyways.
make
so,
a delivery downtown, do an interview, and then come.
Speaking of court systems, so is the system still racist?
I thought we ended that convo.
What, the racism combo?
Yeah, in the court. That's why we moved on to Vitiligo.
I said, is the system still racist?
Next.
Is there still a racist system out there?
Is that
For the people, by the people, was not for.
these people?
Was it?
No.
How so?
You can look at the Constitution.
Were we citizens?
Yes.
Next question.
We were.
When?
We were personal property, chattel.
We were citizens.
When?
There was a whole black man.
Personal property,
There was a whole
chattel.
black man.
Who?
On the block. Getting
His
sold.
name, the one that's named after the schools. It's his name's in my head. I just can't get it
Name
out.
what schools?
He's named after a school. Like their school's named after him is what I'm saying.
And what did this man do? What are we referring to?
A black man. There were black people who were free up north when they made the Constitution. Living freely, talking. There's a black man on a $2 bill.
By their own means?
He was pre-Constitution. He was essentially, they say, the first president of the Union. So,
Not of the Union.
before George Washington.
He was the president before the Constitution
Yes, that's what
was
I'm
put
saying.
into place.
Yes. So, how dare you say there was no free black people?
I didn't say that.
He didn't
You
say
did.
that.
No, I didn't.
You said for the people, by the people, and you said, where were black people?
See
And I
how he
said
be
there was free black
inferring?
people.
Like I
What-
said.
He did say that.
What
That's
was your
exactly
question?
he said. What you mean? What was I said? Is the system still racist?
And
You
then we
said for the people, by the people. Then you
Was
said
not
the-
meant for.
You
us.
said it's,
We
and I
said
said it
us.
was.
And we didn't
you
say
said where
nothing.
was black people, and I said there were free black people up north.
We
when they
didn't
wrote
talk
this.
about free black people. We just talked about black people.
Regardless,
You said if it was made. You didn't say
they
if it was
made-
free
yes,
or not.
it was made for us too. It was. They didn't say in there for the people, by the people. If you white,
I mean, if you
You couldn't vote if you was a
just-
woman. So,
Not for me twice.
yeah.
so what you saying?
You couldn't vote if you're a woman. That's about it.
So what you saying?
You can do a lot of things if you're a woman.
So what are you saying? You
For
can
the
do a lot of
people, by
things
the
if you,
people.
and you can do a lot of things if you was black.
You could actually. You could do a lot more if you were a black man.
Like what?
We had this conversation
not the
last
same.
time.
Was it equal though?
Yeah, we had this conversation last time.
What
I
could
don't know
you-
why you keep running around
what could you
running
do?
into the circle.
Then why are we talking about it again?
What could you
Can
do?
we move on?
I asked if the system is still racist,
What could you own?
and you're sitting here talking about back then.
What could you
Can
own?
you just say yes or no?
You can own land. We talked about that. I said that last time.
Pretty well, and see, you're yelling again.
Golly.
I make this comment earlier.
I said that last time, and I'm talking about right now. I said, is the system still racist? Not was the system racist? Not what the Constitution said, because you don't want to really have a constitutional conversation.
Will, is it still
Because
racist?
when we talk about a constitution, we still live by the
Please.
same rules that we used to.
Please.
Yes.
Okay. Next question. Next
How?
topic.
How is it still racist?
Is the system still racist?
No, how is it still racist?
One example, please.
We just talking about court or system period?
I said system. The system that black people to this day keep saying is racist.
My house got appraised for $500,000. When we take the black people off of it, it get appraised for an extra $500,000. You know about redlining. You know about
There's a lot of
Hold on,
like
wait.
laws.
Is
and
that a
things.
system or a person?
that's a system.
That's a person.
What are you talking about?
Redlining is not a system.
Redlining, yes, was a system. It's not a system now.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
because
not.
it was made a law. It prohibited certain things.
Right. I said still. We're talking about now. That is a person. An appraisal person is a person.
Is he not a part of the system?
He got fired for that because it's illegal. They have rules against that. You can't do
Well,
Did
that. If you get found out doing that, you get fired and you get your license taken away. That's the system. The system protects you for that. So how is the system still racist at that point?
because people have to vote to change the system.
You don't vote to change that.
Well,
You
pass
taking your real
bills? I
estate.
don't know.
You taking your real estate.
You telling my
class.
business again?
I'm just saying because
I ain't telling nobody. I can't tell him nothing.
I don't know
Got
how
me
you trying to be a real estate agent and you
And
don't
there you
want
go
nobody
talking
to know.
about it again. Yes, because I like to keep myself to me.
What I'm saying
people.
is,
That's why I can't
in
tell
the
you
real
nothing.
estate courses,
You
they
could have talked
they
about
go
that
over
topic
that.
without talking about my personal business.
I'm trying to
I need to give
pull
you an
from your
NDA.
brain, but you won't.
You don't
let me
have to pull
your
from my brain.
I
Tell
do.
my business.
It's a conversation. Anyways, because he wouldn't know that because he doesn't take real estate.
He talked about
doesn't take real estate.
redlining. That's real estate.
That's not real estate.
It is.
That
You
is
learn about
a
it.
thing that they did
You
in the
learn about
past.
redlining.
Right. And
in
why it's
real
legal
estate.
and how they changed it and made rules against it and how appraisals work and what you should report if you find
Which
people
is all
doing
real
illegal
estate
stuff like this.
related.
Right. He doesn't know the full details. You do
He
because
knew
you're taking the
enough.
class. He didn't know enough because he didn't know that you can get fired or the license taken for doing shit like that.
Didn't he just say you
No,
can't do
I
it?
just told him that.
Didn't he just say that was her point from bringing up?
No. He said, I said that's not the system. I said the system protects you from it.
Exactly, but he still gave the right info.
No, he didn't actually.
How I did?
Because he tried to argue that the
You
system.
went to the details.
No.
Exactly, you went to
Yeah.
the system. We're just talking about the word. Oh, Lord, let's change the subject.
Word. How are we talking about the word? Are you
He
even
talked
listening right now?
about redlining, and then you went to the intricate details
Of
or
why
the system
there
versus
is no
the people.
redlining. Is there redlining now? I'm asking you, is there a red line now?
What's the next topic?
Can you redline legally now?
We already discussed that.
Can you
We
legally
already
redline? It's still
discussed
part of the
it.
topics. It's still here. That's all I was saying. And the system is more than just real estate. So can I have another example?
He gave you one. Why he gotta? You
Because
don't
that
like
one
it?
that didn't prove anything.
It did.
I'm asking a question.
It did. You just didn't like it.
It didn't prove anything. I just told him how the system protects us from it.
Yeah, because people had to realize it was wrong,
So is it still in the
and
system
then
to be
change the
racist
system.
then?
And then
So
next
it's
time
not. So it's not in the system
and
to be
then
racist.
we're
You're
gonna pick
proving
up
my
on
point.
and then we're gonna pick up on something else that's bad now, and
Like
eventually
what?
change it.
Like what?
There's
What else
plenty
is
of
bad?
stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. I
Give
don't
me
have to give you
something.
an example.
Yes, you do.
I'm just saying.
That's part of
Like
it.
that had to be enacted as a law. There's more things to come.
Like what?
Because things are still, not how they need to be.
Like what? I'm
I don't
asking.
have to get an example.
I need an example.
Well, I'm
You
sorry.
can't just that's just throwing it out there. You're just saying something.
No, I'm not.
Because you're just saying that now. You're like,
I'm
well,
tired.
we have to change the. This is the transgenders point.
What?
What?
You talking? That's how the transgenders argue their transgender argument.
What?
Their gender
That they're
identity
tired?
argument. No, they like, well, this is how, you basically saying this is how I feel, and we need to change rules, and I don't have nothing to prove or examples to back it up.
No,
That's how
because I didn't do that.
argue.
I wasn't
That's
even.
why they argue that
That's
shit.
not
I
how they
wasn't
argue
even
this stuff.
arguing anything.
You know how I just showed you how the system protects you from that? That's how they argue. People argue stuff. That's why. Matter of fact,
That's why you bring
that's
up-
the difference
that's
between
why
a good
you-
lawyer and a bad lawyer.
That's why you bring up a case, because you feel some kind of way.
That's why.
And then you bring
it's not why you bring up a case.
Now,
You
how
don't
do
bring up a case because you feel some type of way. You bring up a case because it's against the law.
Because you feel some kind of way.
No,
You have
it's
to
not
make
'cause
the
you feel some type of
law
way.
for people to be. You have
It's
to make
not.
a law.
It's not because you feel some type of way.
What?
So if somebody beat you for $20,000,
You said beat me.
yes,
Like beat me how?
in an illegal manner, you're not gonna feel some kind of way.
Why do people sue
How?
people? Why are there lawsuits?
What do you mean by how?
What kind of beating are you talking about? Because
Somebody
lose
don't
money
pay you.
in bets.
Somebody don't pay you.
In a bet.
No, in a contract, you are going to do what?
Sue, we had a contract. You didn't pay me.
You felt some kind of
I
way.
didn't feel some type of way. I did work for you. You said you would pay me this amount. We agreed on it. We signed paperwork. That's not a feeling.
You could let
you
it
owe
go.
me money. I can't. You owe me money.
You could
can't
let it go.
let it go.
You can't
It's
let
a
it go.
it's a decision.
Stop it. You can't let a contract go for money.
Ken, you can let it go, Ken.
You can't when it's your
Yes, you
livelihood
could.
and it's how you get
You
paid.
could- you don't have
you're
to.
arguing. That's not feelings.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
'Cause
My bank account don't feel. The
Not
mortgage
everybody-
don't feel. The landlord don't feel. I did the work for the money. That's not a feeling.
There's plenty of that stuff happens every day.
That's
and
not a
everybody,
feeling, though.
And not everybody goes and takes the lawsuit option.
It's still
There's
not a feeling.
wrongdoing
It's not
left
a
and right.
feeling. It's not a feeling.
And not everybody decides
You have
to
to
take
do,
it.
You have to make a
the court.
decision if I want to go to court or not.
I'm not gonna take $20,000 to court.
A lot of people lose money every day and
A lot of people don't.
Court.
Who?
A lot of people don't.
Please let me talk to them because I want to know why.
This point again is why he's a
Transracial
white man.
I'm asking you why.
But I can't even say that because
just answer my question. That's
everybody
it.
understand that.
Why you can't answer the question?
Answer what question?
Why can't you take $20,000 to court?
Because me going to court might cost me more than $20,000 to go to court.
And not everybody want that headache.
It doesn't cost.
Sometimes it's not that big a deal. They rather have their peace.
It doesn't. When we were gonna go to court for how much they owe us?
Who?
The construction the company.
Like 15.
Yeah, we were gonna go to court for that.
Yeah, but
it wasn't gonna cost us nowhere close to 15.
We got free lawyers. It's
no,
different.
I was still gonna pay him. He's just not gonna cost that much.
I got free lawyers.
I said I was still going to pay him. I'm always gonna pay all the lawyers, even if they doing stuff for me free.
For sure, but still,
it still wasn't going it wasn't gonna cost. Yeah, we didn't eat nothing this morning. We got up, came to do a podcast.
All I heard was.
You didn't see me go to the kitchen at once. Well, yeah, I know. That's because how you talking is delusional.
How rude!
You free black people sitting in my house. Y'all act like y'all still picking cotton for 25 cents.
What?
That's how you act.
That talk right there.
Get your transracial white man ass out
That's how you
out
act.
your own house.
You act like you picking cotton for 25 cents still. You act like you got a business. You got a business. You got a business. Y'all act like y'all ain't making no money around here.
That's why we ain't gotta take everybody to court.
Nah, Lee. You right. Hey, if somebody just took some sea moss didn't pay you, you feel some type of way?
Yes, nigga.
I feel some type of way, but I mean I gotta go to court. Or maybe I'll
Hold on,
be
wait.
like, the Lord will bless me. And I ain't gonna worry about it.
Camille, somebody took all your sea moss that you was gonna sell.
I'll make some more.
Oh, okay. You just gonna be all right with that loss?
Depends.
Look, I can look at your face that you lying to me.
No.
You're not gonna be okay with loss. You're gonna call the police. You're gonna be like, hey,
that's how you are.
My sea moss.
That's how you are.
Camille, if somebody ramsacks your apartment right now.
I just told you.
Anyways, so the court system is.
The only reason you gonna call the police if somebody ransacks your house is so you can get your insurance claim. That's the only reason you gonna call the police. Let's just be serious. Because other than that, you're gonna be outside. You're gonna be outside with your gun talking about who's seen them way in.
Everybody ain't got insurance.
But if you ain't got insurance, you probably ain't doing stuff that ain't got no business having people run up in your house.
I mean, you're right. You probably, yeah. I mean, sure.
And if you're doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing.
Have you ever dealt with insurance on that stuff?
No,
because I have.
I haven't.
It's not an easy process.
I bet it's not.
It's a difficult process. They give you money eventually, but you gotta really.
Because they want you to have receipts.
You gotta really fight people.
Yeah.
And that's why some people be deterred.
Like, why did you actually have this in your house? Yes, I did.
I mean, yeah.
How you gonna tell me no? You ain't never been in there.
That's true. But yeah, court system racist.
Yes.
How?
If you can't speak the language, you don't know what's going on.
If you're not a lawyer,
and that's true.
You can't speak the language.
Yeah, you can.
Want to play footsies with me?
If you're not, are your foot right there, girl? You can play footsies with me. Him? No. You? Yes.
No, thank you.
Anyways.
But if you can't speak the language, you don't know what's going on. You lost.
That's true.
That puts you behind the 8 ball. The system is against you.
I wouldn't say it's against.
How is it not against you?
Hold on, wait. The system is systematically against black people. I'm asking.
That means it's against everybody then.
It is. The system is not.
The system is not
against anybody who doesn't have money. Let's be clear.
So
the court system is not. I'm saying racist.
So that's racist. So that's racist.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Now you're saying. Now you no.
Oh,
you're
okay.
being racist.
Okay,
now.
so it's not racist.
Because now you're saying black people ain't got money.
So you're basically saying the court system is a caste system.
It is 100%.
A caste system is not race. I can't figure out.
It's not racism.
I can't figure out the term. It's casteism.
Yeah. And I'm not even necessarily.
That's worse than racism.
Well, hold on, wait. I'm not even saying necessarily it's casteism. I'm saying if you don't have money, you more than likely can't get off.
That means it's a caste system.
Or if you don't have a public defender that's worth anything. Because there are people who they didn't have money that they've end up getting free legal aid, and they've gotten their cases like perfectly. You know, they weren't going to lose. They were determined not to. I feel like if you're determined, you're never going to lose. At the same time, I also feel like
I got another.
And this is me feeling. This is not me factually. I feel like majority of the time when people go to court, they are in the wrong. You go to court for speeding.
How is speeding necessarily should be deemed wrong?
If you break the speed limit, that's it right there. I don't know how much more.
Because technically,
you broke the law.
No, because technically, in your book, if you're going with the flow of traffic, and the flow of traffic is higher than the speed limit, you are within your right.
Yeah, but most times they don't get you if you're not.
If you get
they mostly get the people past the flow of traffic.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the flow of traffic 9 times out of 10 is 10 miles higher than the speed limit.
Right.
Exactly.
They're not going to get you
But
for
you-
that. They're
but
going to get you
So
for 15, 20 over.
you're still breaking the law.
They're going to get you for 15, 20 over.
I'm saying the flow of traffic is usually 10 to 15 miles over.
Yeah, but we still talking about breaking the law and getting the.
It's not being 10, 15 miles over, not breaking the law.
But he started his thing off with people that go to the courthouse go because what?
You're breaking the law.
They broke the law. I said most of the time they're
that's
wrong.
What you're talking about. And the example was that. So yes, okay, exception if you're going with the flow of the traffic, but when you actually get that ticket,
let's be clear.
you're going over.
Yeah, sure. Everybody who's going 10 over is breaking the law. They just didn't get caught.
Yeah, basically.
What did I say last week?
What?
In the words of Jeezy,
What?
you can do your thing, homie. It's okay to floss. Number one rule is
You don't get caught. Yeah.
yeah, but
His argument, the whole argument is most people that go to court, he believes they were in the wrong.
Yeah.
That's what the topic about.
I'm saying the court system is not racist anymore.
yes, it is.
It's not.
Racism
No,
ain't
it's not
everything.
racist. It's we just said it's a caste system.
Right.
It's not racist.
And I said
Anymore.
even then there is still exceptions and everything. Like there's exceptions because like, say you were drunk and you got in an accident, right?
I mean, things
And
have been
you
predisposed
were passed
to be a
out,
certain
right?
way without them pushing it because of how things have played out.
Huh? Say that
I
again?
said, I mean, when you create a system and it runs by itself, you don't have to worry about doing certain actions anymore because it's just kind of in the velvet of how things are. It does it for you. I don't have to be it because it works in a different way.
So you're saying it's just racism? It's
I'm saying
you're saying the
can't-
system
I'm saying
automatically
you
just
can't-
runs against us.
I'm saying you can't rule it out because it's like, yeah, you're not having slaves, but you got people going to jail, and then you put them in situations where they're predisposed to certain things.
Give you an example of ruling it out.
Me, I'm the example.
What?
No, I'm just saying. There's been plenty of times where. There's been plenty of times. I'm not gonna just spill out all my business.
You might as
You
well. You
spill
give
that
everybody
out.
else's.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's all business.
Oh my God, I want to stab you.
I'm just saying.
This is why it's Aki
There's
and
been
friends.
court cases.
This is definitely why it's Aki and friends.
There's been court cases where I've been given a favorable judgment.
Because of why?
Different factors.
Because you knew somebody?
No. Well, I mean, when I was in high school, I didn't know anybody. So the one in high school, like I said, favorable judgment. I got off with just 20 hours of probation.
Not everybody racist.
I had a white judge
Didn't I just say everybody
in
racist?
Houston. I agree with you. I'm just saying,
So why you say
even
that?
in League City, they came knocking on my door because I had a warrant for some parking tickets. And I looked at him and I was like, well, first, half of me was about to go out the back door, jump over the balcony.
The reason you got off
skirt out of there.
And the reason you got off is because of what?
I had the money to pay the
And
tickets.
you wasn't in court.
You said what?
You wasn't in court.
I had went to court 3 times before that about it and just never paid it and kept saying I was going to pay it. So the day they came to get me, he was like, hey, I either have to take you in and you got to sit it out or you got to pay it today. And I was like, I pay it today. And he was like, okay. And he just drove off.
That's not what
he didn't take me in.
That's not what happened.
That is exactly what happened. I told you exactly what happened.
You missed part of the story.
No, I didn't actually.
Yes, you did.
I told you exactly.
He told you.
Fine. Okay. He told me. I was like, how much is it? He told me how much it was, and I was like, all right, cool. Let me run to the bank real quick. I'll go get it. And he was like,
you got that much money on you?
He was like, really? He was like, you got that much money in the bank? I was like, yeah. Don't worry about it. He was like, all right, cool. Hey. Drove off. Told him I was coming to pay it.
I don't see how that one example.
Because he actually had
First
the
time.
amount of money he needed to have. So since you have the ability to pay the ticket, you can take your ass on freely.
He didn't wait for me. He didn't get me in the car. He didn't drive me nowhere. He didn't follow me to the bank. I could have just took off on him.
But it's also the sense of you saying you had the money.
I could be lying and say I had the money.
It's still the fact
I didn't even have no proof. I just talked with confidence.
that's fine. But you actually
99% of the time, you can lie to somebody as long as you talk with confidence.
Yes, but the name of the
You
game.
do it every day.
But the thing is, you still said you had the money.
Yeah.
That's what got you off.
Is it though?
Yes, hell yeah.
100%. If I said I didn't have the money,
His ass was going to
he'd be
jail.
like, all right. Now, granted, I guarantee
see
you.
that.
No, you can lie and say you have the money
Yeah.
when you actually don't. But you actually him just saying, period, I got the money. I want my money before I want to bring your ass in.
Yeah, I feel like that works to my example.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you got the money talk,
Yeah,
bullshit walk.
because you were an exception because you actually had the money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't have the money, so
They
then
was taking their ass to jail.
they would be predisposed to fall victim to the system.
Hold on, wait. Let's be clear here. Because no, because she's saying you'd be predisposed to fall to the system.
You are.
No,
If you're poor.
No. Because there's payment plans that you could have made.
You still would have to take
I just chose not to make the payments on the payment plans and forget to make the payments. The payments weren't even that much.
That's your damn fault. That
Hold
ain't
on,
nobody else's.
Wait a minute. Have you made payments on a ticket before?
I'm making one now.
All right.
You
Are
know
they just that high?
No.
Okay.
But my ticket not that high either.
I got you. I had 2 parking tickets, so mine was in a handicap space. So they were skyrocketed. They gave me the full amount. So, plus after I didn't pay the payments, they added on their little ticky tack entrance. What I should have went to jail for was taking the 1s and 5s up there to count in that large amount. I didn't know
you did that?
Yeah, I told you that. You thought I was joking?
You ain't tell me that.
I went up to the bank and I told the guy at the bank it was like $1,700 something.
What they was gonna take you to jail for?
The parking tickets to sit out.
No. What do you mean by the 1s and 5s?
Oh no! I said they should have taken me to jail for the 1s and 5s. I was just because I was being facetious when I paid. I
You
paid
had
the 1s and 5s.
$1,000+ in
And
ones and fives.
That was your dumb ass had to sit there and count it out.
No, I didn't. They had to sit there and count it out. I sat there while they counted it out and played on my phone. I really wasn't doing that that day. They didn't interrupt my day.
What made you do that?
Him, his brain. That's how he is.
What Camille said.
You had 5s like this damn high.
1s and 5s. It was like this high.
Cause
And he just skipped his butt to the bank and said, "How do you want that, sir?"
I did.
Ones and fives.
That's exactly what I did. My boy Chris at the bank, he looked at me. He like, all right, the boy threw their money counter, wrapped it up,
You surprised by this?
walked out of there with that big envelope,
Are you really surprised?
pulled up to the courthouse.
Happy.
I'm here to
Happy.
pay a ticket. They're like, oh yeah, the officer told us you was coming.
no,
Caboose.
like he had 3 huge, probably 4 or 5
And
big
he don't
stacks of
care.
money.
And he don't care.
Because $8,500 looked like this.
No, I had 75. I mean, not 75. I had 1,700.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much.
In 1s and 5s?
Yeah.
Will.
Bro, I've carried a full
He
bag.
petty. And he don't care if he gotta carry it.
Bro,
got-
hold on, wait. A stack of about 8,000 is like up to here.
I just said that.
Yeah,
I know
1s
you
and
did just
5s.
say that.
1s and 5s to 17 is like here. 17 right about here. It wasn't that big. I tell you this much: it wouldn't have last you at Magic City.
You said up here?
About right here. Yeah.
Maybe if you condense that thing, it's right there.
No, what?
You got 200 5s and you got 700 1s. Bro, that's a lot of paper.
I had like 31s or something like that, and it was kind of on that side.
It was a little bit more ones than 700.
Ones can get fluffy. But he had crisp from the bank.
It's cool. The bank, we wrapped it up. It got out of here.
But the point is, it's Aki.
My point to the thing is the system.
You could have just got a cashier's check.
I could have actually.
He didn't want to.
I could have got a cashier's check. I could have got money order. I could have got all hundreds.
Exactly.
I wanted to pay ones of 5.
Surprised he didn't do pennies.
Nah, they weren't gonna take that. They don't take coins.
Oh, damn. Well,
Probably just for that reason alone.
look at that.
Probably so. Yeah.
His little laugh got eviler, see?
He's evil.
So I don't know why you surprised.
Shit.
Why he surprised? Why he surprised?
Because he knew the increment. He never know how I paid.
No, I never knew that. I never knew that till today. Because he called me when the police knocked on his door.
Y'all friends.
This was like 3 years ago.
They did. They knocked on my door, and I was like, first off, who knocking at the door? I looked out the window. I seen the cop car, but the cop stayed next door to me. So I'm like, maybe that's his.
No, he really did. He really
I
did.
laugh at because that makes sense. And it's funny.
Well, I looked out the window. It's a whole nother cop. I was like, damn. I was like, he here for me. I was like, I could hit the back porch on him right now. I was like,
Then you would have really had
You just didn't have to
problems.
answer the door.
Huh?
You just didn't have to answer the door.
There was other people at the house.
Oh, yeah, that answered the door.
Yeah. So, and the cop didn't look like he was, because, I know that was like the third time they had been up there for me. So, because I've seen them before.
On
and
the run.
I've skirted off on them a couple times.
On the run.
I didn't even have to know they was there for me. I
Like
knew
a song girl.
when I talked to the office people, I was like, hey, who was they here for? They was looking for you. Oh, really? They was like, yeah, you got a warrant. This is where white people get funny. They be so concerned and like, yeah, they actually take law stuff seriously.
Who?
White people.
Do they?
Yeah, like we look at it as a joke. They look at it as like a serious matter. Like when the girl told me I had a warrant, she looked really concerned.
I mean,
for
I
my
feel
life.
like it depends on what category of the law you're talking about. Because I ain't gonna be arguing and hitting police officers when they pull me over.
I mean,
She has a point.
I'm not either.
That's why I'm like, you sure?
I'm not gonna be arguing hitting police officers either. So
White people get pulled over different than we do.
no, they don't.
They do stuff like that. They're comfortable doing that.
Some black people comfortable doing that.
Who?
Some of them get away with it. Some of them don't.
Who?
At the end of the day, you at the. It depends on the officer. Let's be clear here. If the officer's an a-hole, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but if you yelling and hitting and trying to do all that
If
stuff,
the officer's an a-hole, it's gonna go differently. The people y'all see, it's like a small fraction
whatever,
of people.
man.
No, don't knock
Whatever.
cuss- don't
because
knock cuss
I'm about
now.
to knock your stuff in a minute if I can remember it.
Knock what stuff?
What you just said?
What I said?
What made me say that?
Matter of fact, I'm
That
happy
we
with-
all
I'm happy-
scared.
Thank you. You helped
Whatever
me.
you said.
Stereotypes. We stereotype too much,
Everybody do.
and they're not true.
We as humans.
They're not true though. Well, are they true? Do you feel like
I
stereotypes are
mean,
true?
it got a stereotype for a reason.
I mean, Will's black family. His whole black family.
So you can't-
It's a black family.
I can't say they not. They're not always true.
There's
but
a stereotype that person that fits every stereotype of a black person in Will's family.
I just have a big family.
I know.
What's
And
the
they all
stereotype?
fit. I mean, I have a big family, but my family don't fit that any of the stereotypes. Well, I got one member.
What's the stereotype?
What you mean?
Will stereotype. What's his family stereotype?
A lot of black women,
Huh?
How black women
men that are thugs,
scamming black men,
scamming black men,
robbers,
Y'all,
killers,
Robbers,
never mind.
killers,
I'm
drug
glad I
dealers.
kept that to myself. I'm glad I kept that to myself.
No, go ahead and say it.
everything.
I'm about to say, y'all African?
No,
Like from the motherland? Because Nigerians
yeah.
are scammers.
they from
That's
LaPorte.
who's known as scammers.
They from the motherland of Houston.
No, my family does a little bit of
Everything. It's an uncle. You gotta keep all your personal stuff in your pockets to make sure, because if he can just copy of it,
Sorry.
he can
If he can see your signature, he can
scam.
he can redo it perfectly.
That's an art.
Yeah, he's an artist. I got an uncle. He can fix anything.
Yeah.
I got a white collar crime uncle.
And that's the one we thought was clean the whole time.
Well, white collar, hell.
Yeah, I know. That's how we found out.
I got an uncle. He'll see you. Crack, women, weed, whatever you think. Whatever you think. He got it for you, baby. He was on First 48. No, y'all laughing. I'm dead ass.
That's why we laughing. I got a problem with that because why every time I laugh at something, people be thinking I don't believe them. I'm laughing because it's funny and it's true. That's why it's funny. If I didn't believe you, I wouldn't be laughing.
Yeah, right.
I'm tired. I'm sorry. I had to make that announcement.
He got
public announcement.
He got everything over there.
Yeah, I got a little bit of everything.
His cousins,
My sugar running low.
cousins.
I got a little. All my uncles and all the uncles that are the criminals. They're preachers.
Well, I mean, they say that's
You
a stereotype. That's a stereotype, ain't it? Don't they say that most times?
The white collar crime uncle is.
We know that.
He's an ordained
Yeah,
minister.
we know that.
Ain't that a stereotype? Don't they say that most
I
times?
know the other
The
ones.
one that can see your handwriting.
What?
He's a preacher.
Where he preach at?
In hell. But no, he used to be a preacher.
That's the peanut butter inside one, right?
Right.
Yeah,
He
ain't
used
no
to-
way.
He used to be a
He
preacher.
was a preacher. Stop. This is not no JOI.
No, for real, he used to be a preacher.
I don't. Oh my God.
And all of them know the Bible. They know the Bible in and out. They'll tell you what's on the front page to the back page.
I mean, gotta know the stuff so you can break it.
I only knew the white collar one knew all the Bible.
No,
I didn't know
all of them know the Bible.
Biblioteca.
Matter of fact, I'm kind of mad at you
Biblio.
now. I know the system don't work because all your uncles is free. See, this is what I be talking about.
No, my
Oh Lord, you about to talk about somebody being locked up?
one had life.
Oh my Lord.
One had 67
Hold on, wait.
years.
Talking about what they do, Will?
Huh?
Huh? Nah, Will. What
The
they
one
do?
who had life, he killed the cop.
Okay.
It was a dirty cop.
Nah, I don't care. He dirty,
Sorry.
clean, butt naked. He he killed somebody.
The cop shot him first.
Oh, whatever. That's all. You see this though? It wasn't like they didn't commit crimes. Why did the cops shoot at them?
Is selling drugs really a crime?
Oh my goodness! I thought they was robbing something. I thought they had stole something.
They climbed up the police officer's house
Yeah.
to steal drugs from out his house.
You said is selling drugs a crime?
Yeah, they selling drugs.
He
for
said selling drugs.
And I'm like, where does it say that? Pull that up for me.
Technically, no.
Selling weed now is legal.
No, wait. Well, in general, selling drugs, no, it was never a crime.
No?
No.
No.
What is the crime that they get you for?
The crime is not selling drugs. The crime is selling drugs that you're
Not paying taxes.
No. It's the classification of the drugs, right? So like opioids is heroin, but opioid is not classified as a what is it, like class 1
you have
drugs or something.
medication
Yeah,
from the
so
doctor.
there's different classes of drugs that can be sold and that can
But
be
he said taxable
That's
versus
also,
untaxable.
I mean, weed.
That's
That's
part
the
of-
problem.
They're taxing weed now, so no, that's not the problem. It's just
Well, yeah,
we
because
choose-
now it's not illegal places, right? Because now it's being taxed. So would you say you're going to jail for
let's be honest.
selling untaxable?
Well,
items?
no. Actually,
that what it is?
if we're gonna be honest, right? Because let's clear this up. Selling drugs, no, in itself is not illegal. Selling drugs that are on the classification list of drugs that you should not sell or cannot be selling.
I mean,
that's
I can't
illegal.
sell opioids if I'm not a doctor
You can't sell opioids
or a pharmacist,
if
right?
you don't have the license to sell them.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's the same thing.
Correct. If we sold opioids, we would be going to jail. Even though opioids is legal, we don't have a license for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, correct.
So it is illegal.
technically,
And
That's what I'm saying.
crime.
It's you gotta abide by the
it's
law.
the technicality.
Yeah.
Ain't that all
Because
the laws?
let's be clear, the reason
Crimes?
certain drugs are legal and illegal is because of the lobbying power. Opioids is not legal because it's a good thing. Opioids is legal because Pfizer has money. Johnson & Johnson got money. That's why it's legal.
Yeah.
Pookie ain't have money to go lobby the people. If Pookie went and put his drug money in some politicians' pockets to get weed legal, he would have been good.
Oh no, Pookie just got to know the right cop. So leave him alone.
That's where Pookie messed up, because he went to one level of the law. He didn't go to the level of the law to tell the law what to do. Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson went to the level of the law to tell the law what to do.
Pookie wasn't in his feelings enough.
He wasn't. Pookie wasn't in his feelings enough.
And then he agreed. Interesting.
No, I don't. But
you just did.
You make it simple for simpletons.
Because it
so
is simple.
It's not. It's a little bit more complicated.
Everything.
Pookie didn't care enough. If we're gonna be honest, you're right. That's why I said in his feelings. Yeah.
If Pookie had the right lawyer, he don't go to jail.
Pookie don't go to jail.
Because not everybody do that.
Pookie don't go to jail.
I said if Pookie had the right lawyer, Pookie don't
Rick
go
Ross
to jail.
didn't go to jail. I mean, he went to jail, but he got out.
But he got out.
Yeah, he had his money, all that good stuff.
Black women, single mothers.
You can't just jump there.
What about them?
We not. That's at the bottom of the list.
At the bottom of time.
People going
Let me stop.
People going to jail make you
I just need food.
Black and a single mother.
Yeah, you said what?
People going to jail.
What?
Pookie going to jail leaves his baby mama out there, black and single by herself.
Yeah.
So did Pookie commit a crime?
He broke the law.
Pookie went to jail.
Did Pookie commit a crime?
No, but Pookie went to jail.
So why did Pookie go to jail?
Because he got caught.
No, they wanted somebody else to be on Pookie's corner.
He still got caught though, technically.
Not necessarily.
I hate him because he's like.
What's
Because I'm right.
What's the non-necessarily?
When you go down like the because he's right. He's right, but he's wrong.
What's
but
the
he's
non-necessarily?
What you mean?
Like, what do you mean? What's the exception?
As long as you paying the right person,
so the reason
you ain't gonna go to jail.
Well, nah. So Big Meech.
But I said got caught though.
No, the BMF
got caught without proper backing. Was that
BMF
complete
got
line?
away with what they got away with for so long because they were paying off people.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, can I say because they're paying off people they didn't get caught?
I don't think get caught is the question.
I'm about to say,
I think your question is, can I say because they weren't paying off people, what they were doing wasn't illegal?
They got caught and then they paid them off.
I mean,
I'm gonna pay you off
that's
before
what
I
it
get
is.
caught.
Regardless, Pookie was doing something illegal.
A lot of people do a lot of illegal things.
I only had one family member that ever been to jail.
No.
In the special victims unit.
That you know of.
And that trust me, he's the only one that's on the side. Actually, on both right now, he's the only one. And that's because, you know what? Actually, that's a good. He's a better example than me. I remember all that stuff he got arrested for in Missouri.
Who?
Your uncle.
My brother.
Oh.
All the shit he got arrested for in Missouri.
Well, lead off with that.
I know you. We
I
was
said
not
him,
talking about your brother.
There's only one person. I said one person in my family. He know who I'm talking about.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. Okay.
They can't even. They don't even have the picture of him being locked up anymore. They don't even have his mugshot in the system. Like all that just disappeared.
Who did he know?
Nobody. I didn't do nothing for him.
Somebody did something for him.
Ain't nobody do nothing for him. My dad went out there to double check. He went to the court and they said this is.
Somebody did
Where your
something
daddy
for him.
live? Where your daddy live?
In Houston.
No,
Where?
for them.
Houston.
Hold on. So you say they don't
You
have?
see him often? What he look like?
Me.
No.
He does look like me. What are you talking about?
Let me see your daddy.
Oh my god.
I be in your mama house. I don't even know what she look like.
Y'all off subject.
You seen my mama.
He
You've
always
been here when my mama was here.
I don't recall. I don't recall.
Anyways, even the Fort Bend charge, they had to throw out the drug charge because they didn't have proof that he had drugs, and then the gun charge is still just sitting there, but it's probably gonna get thrown out because he was like 2 months away from legally owning a gun. Hold on, it's deep in my photos. But yeah, that's like he's a your family, my family is an example of how the system is not racist towards us. they got in trouble for doing some crazy stuff. If somehow through the miracle of God, that's probably why they know the Bible in front and back. They all free men walking around still doing crazy stuff.
First of all, one of my uncles got 60-something years because he went to jail in the mid-90s when they were
3 strikes.
Innocent black men
no, it wasn't 3 strikes.
Or I mean, that is when
Bill Clinton.
that's part of the 3 strikes was in there.
But it wasn't his 3rd strike. It was
No, they call it the 3 strikes bill. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So if you went to court and you wanted it by trial or judge,
yeah,
booked his ass. Why are you laughing over there?
She goofy. I don't know. Anyways, our family's a good example of how the system ain't.
That's your daddy. That's so funny.
But most of your family probably ain't never done nothing to get in trouble.
No.
Okay then. So that's not a good example.
I almost thought he wasn't black for a
What
second.
do you mean? I said my brother and then your family.
That's one person.
There's 2 separate families.
That's one person.
I mean,
That's one person out of 9. One person against 9, not a good example.
but your 9 and my 1 all got the same punishment.
No.
Just about.
Let the punishment
That's
He
why
ain't
fit
killed
the
nobody.
crime.
You said what?
He ain't killed nobody.
He ain't got the balls.
Okay then.
I'm the only real killer around here.
You ain't got the balls. Would you like to incriminate yourself on your own podcast?
Do you
Go right ahead.
You've done
Do
it
you
like 3
have
times.
to have balls to be crazy?
You've told the story 3 times on my podcast.
You didn't shoot nobody.
Cause you stopped me.
And if you would have shot 3 little white
Stop
bitches
it.
on the side
Stop
of the
talking
road,
about the goddamn story. Stop.
I'm just saying.
That's what you get. Commas.
No, I'm saying if you shot 3 little white bitches on the side of the road, you would
Stop
be.
cussing. Why
you
they gotta
gotta
be
call
bitches?
them that?
Yeah.
I don't know their
Why
name.
you gotta call
They could have been 3 little white women. Why they gotta be white?
Cause they was white.
They was white. Camille, what's wrong with you?
You would be on death row right now.
He said, why they gotta be white? They weren't. That's the Lord. No.
Say what you saying out loud. Say what you saying out loud. Camille, what is he saying?
I don't know. I can't. I didn't know he said nothing.
So Greg, if he had shot 3 white women on the side of the road, you don't think he'd be on death row? Might be.
He will be.
Never.
Oh, fuck you. Okay. Oh, but that's totally different. That's totally different.
He think he OJ.
Oh, no, he'd have been OJ that day. Look, with you doing that, yes. But with you just being a regular black person?
Let's be clear.
So
Them
you know
hoes-
people.
Them
No.
hoes was acting like they wanted to try to fight too. So
So we done gone from B's to H's.
nah, cause they was. That's the only reason I hopped out on them, cause they was acting like they was hard for some
The
reason. I'm
little-
like, y'all don't want this. Like, what y'all think this is?
We're on Kirby. The rich part of town.
We weren't on Kirby.
We were on
trying
the
to turn
exit.
on
so,
Kirby. Yeah,
So technically,
we was off 59.
Technically.
yeah, you'd have been booked.
In
Black,
Houston,
single black mothers.
I'd have been out in 2 hours. That's just how long it take them to run your fingerprints and everything. Anyways, our
Yeah, this episode has been all over the place.
is it? That's because you. Anyways, racial and prejudice. I don't even want to talk about that. That's good. We good.
Can we go eat? I feel like
Policing.
you.
Policing. You feel like police is racist? Yes, you do. You're black. You think Black Lives Matter for some reason.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said you think
Just
Black
let him
Lives
keep
Matter
going.
for some reason.
Black lives do matter.
You should have ate some sea moss.
Why you throwing stuff at me?
You said what?
You so disrespectful.
Black lives do matter.
How do you feel about that?
He black and his life matters.
No, I mean
That's how
like
he
just
feel.
like the movement, the organization in general.
I don't know about that. I don't care about that. I don't care about the organization.
You just care about the same.
No, I just actually
The
care about
same.
black lives.
Oh my gosh. Look at you.
You care about black
You're
lives.
running amok.
I have a black child. I have a black father. I have a black mother. I have black friends.
He has black skin.
You got white friends too.
I do.
Okay.
Their lives already matter.
They lives
We
matter.
just want us.
They
we
lives
just
matter
want
too.
us to matter too.
Do ours not actually matter? Hey, Will, you got pulled out of your car when you got pulled over by police? Did they pull you out your car when you got pulled over?
No.
Did they beat you? Did they try to shoot? They didn't beat you if they didn't pull you out the car.
I've been pulled over 3 times.
Give me your experiences.
2 out of the 3, I've been pulled out of the car.
Damn, that's it.
2 out of 3? Those are terrible numbers.
Where were the 2 at?
Huh?
Where were the 2 at?
LaPorte. One was on I-10
Well, wait.
going to work.
Talking about. You know, y'all's black cops is crazy out
Yeah,
there.
but it's still part of the equation.
What you say?
No, that's the culture of LaPorte's.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying, so that's a real thing.
The black cop act like he got a point to prove.
They
right?
will pull you over for going 1 over the speed
I'm
limit.
like, nigga, what did you do?
Yeah. I go under the speed limit when I'm out there because they
Yeah,
they
he
would
was
get
actually
you.
doing that last night. I said, bro, drive. You like, I ain't getting no ticket out here.
Right, we pull over the bridge, cop.
Yeah, I know.
No,
What's
he-
that plan?
He counted it. He was like, bro, it's 4 cops out here. And we just turned the corner. I was like, you be like that.
I mean, LaPorte only this big, so
Happened on the board.
what?
I don't want to give out her business.
Thank you. That's it. Period.
I know.
Period. I don't know why you did
How
that.
you know?
I don't know why you did this, because now we here.
It ain't being discussed. He ain't gonna say nothing if we don't say nothing.
He
It's
done
true.
been doing that all day.
That's true. I
Well,
won't
you-
say nothing.
You right.
I won't say nothing.
I
You won't say
apologize.
nothing.
Don't
Yeah.
even pause.
I wish
I
y'all
apologize.
y'all need to stop.
Thank
We
you.
talking about the police being racist. Y'all having conversations about Camille and her life.
Why did you just go ahead? Why?
Why what?
Why did you have to do that?
I'm good with that, actually.
Oh, okay.
He
That's
stopped
fine.
right there, and
Right.
we going to keep moving.
Thank you. You trying to be
He
a savior.
growing, and I appreciate it.
You know what? You the issue. You are the people like you are the issue.
I know you ain't pointing.
That is the problem.
I wish
It's
I could
people like
redraw
you.
your
If you don't
hand.
move your motherfucking finger,
First off, you ain't gonna do nothing to my finger.
This is how he need to point.
This is private property.
This is how he
You
need to
can get
point.
shot.
Every time he
your
points.
gun is
Buried in the
upstairs.
backyard. That's
Your
what you
gun
think.
is upstairs.
You think it is?
I know it is.
There's 2 down here.
You gotta get to your mama room
Right
first.
here.
I don't have to get to my mama room.
And no gun over here.
Don't worry about where it's at. I'm not gonna tell you. What do I look like? A fool?
I stump a mud hole in your ass.
You
before I
gotta
let you
catch
get
me
to a gun.
first.
That ain't hard.
You ain't seen Will move. He ain't that fast.
You not that fast.
I'm faster than you.
You was a lie.
I play more sports than you do.
Your knees don't work that good.
But I still play football on Sundays and you don't.
On when?
Sundays.
What? It's in the game. Ain't that matter? It's in the game.
I seen you play basketball. You can barely jump.
I've seen you walk. You barely walk.
Or is that-
you
I walk
waddle.
faster than you.
Is that NBA though? It's
I
in
do
the
actually
game?
walk faster than you. You be slow.
I
as hell.
slow walk.
Okay.
I do.
Get out of here. Like I said,
He be playing football.
if it's a foot race, to somewhere, I got my money on me.
I hope you do.
And I showed you upstairs my ass whooping trophies. So I don't know why you act like this.
Nigga, you showed me one
I showed you
taekwondo trophy.
2, 3 trophies.
One.
There was 2 or 3.
The one was
Just because you weren't paying
Participation?
attention. Nah, there was actually.
no. He got
second,
third place.
I got second place too. I got the first place. My first place ones are all broken. They were the biggest ones. There's one mangled in the garage still.
Can we leave now?
No. Anyways,
I'm gonna abruptly end this.
no, we can't. We got to talk about the real important things. Black single mothers and interracial dating. Camille, would you date
I don't know why
outside
he
your
be-
race?
Huh?
Would you date outside your race?
I dig black men.
You're racist. Would you date outside your race?
That is my personal decision.
I've talked to one white woman in my life. I talked to
White. What about the Hispanic people?
2 or 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. Talking about white. We know you was racist. You was closet racist.
I have white friends.
Racist.
Ain't that what the
You
racist
said-
people say? Look, ain't that what the racist people say?
Republicans are more racist than Democrats.
I just saw my white son last night.
What? What'd you just say?
I hate you.
What? His son.
No, I got a white son.
You don't have no white son. Don't listen.
I do have a white son.
Do
If I
not,
call him right now, he gonna say, "Hey, Dad."
do not listen to him.
So I'm lying.
See, today's
That's
episode
cute.
was gonna be about how
I'm
Will a
finna call his ass
pedophile.
right now.
No, we was gonna talk about how Will was a pedophile, but I decided to leave that alone. Anyways,
He said because I like to go to high school basketball games. I'm a pedophile.
it's a high school kid calling him dad.
Yes, it's a reach.
The high school, the white son is he's a high schooler.
Okay.
He calls him
we
dad.
old enough to have high school kids.
We are. That's the sad shit about it.
He ain't got no white son. Let me explain to you this.
That's his white son.
This man told me we was gonna go see his nephew. This boy half Mexican. He really look full Mexican. I don't even
He
know
really
if
do
it's
look full Mexican.
I don't even know if it's his nephew or not. I was questioning.
I
was
thought
thinking
your
of him.
daddy was
I picked
Hispanic
him
when I
up.
looked
I
at
was
that
like,
picture. And then I had to look, and I was like, I see the black now.
She really delusional. We need to wrap this up.
I
Huh?
see it.
She going crazy.
No, but my nephew is half Mexican.
Anyways,
I can't.
My cousin, a family member, she adopted a white boy. And he's so cute and sweet.
Camilla, you don't have no children, so I can ask you this.
Oh, okay. Next.
Oh,
No, I said I can ask you this.
Oh, you can ask me regardless.
Yes.
what's the question?
Would you? How do you feel? Like, if you got pregnant by somebody, right, and you had a baby, like, would you want to be with the person that you had the baby with, or
Yes, I want a family.
like, would you do everything in your power to stay with them?
As long as they ain't crazy and doing extra stuff.
What's extra?
There's exceptions.
What's extra?
There's exceptions.
Like crazy, I crazy, I get it. But what's extra?
Extra is crazy.
Like
They
what?
Like what?
synonyms. Like, let me see. Of course, violence, any type of abuse, emotionally, physically, cheating, just like not being someone I'd be
You don't
proud
want
to
You don't want to
be
Hold on,
respect.
time out.
You know,
It's funny black women want to die on the hill of cheating. Like, that's funny to me.
why? Because it came out my mouth. It gotta be black.
No,
women.
because it is black women. Black women will die on this hill of cheating as if every race and woman don't get cheated on.
I don't understand. Don't nobody like you?
Okay, remember how
If they
last
had a
no
choice?
remember how last episode you like white women talk to be wives and all this other stuff. Cheating is part of that. They're taught to suck up the cheating and just deal with it.
Okay.
Black women will I am a single mother of this household if they get cheated on.
Not
Not
everybody.
necessarily. There's a lot
Majority.
of women that
Majority of
no,
black women.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like that's what you think.
I've
in
seen
your
a lot of
brain.
baby mamas on my goddamn timeline.
Yeah, but are they that because they left because he was just cheating?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I
I
mean,
doubt it.
Just cheating. I mean,
I
wait, hold on,
doubt
wait.
it.
That's the hill they die on, but
I feel like
some of them have been
This don't always match what people do.
what?
Very true.
Lip service don't always match what people do.
Very true.
Okay.
So I'll chalk it up to that.
Can you stop playing
Alone.
with your mic, please?
So what would ultimately make you leave your husband?
Like, would you leave him for cheating for real, or like
My husband or my baby daddy? What?
your
Both?
husband.
whatever, baby daddy?
I said husband.
We'll say
Huh.
baby daddy. Boyfriend with baby.
I'm really trying to see how do I define crazy and stuff. It like impossible. Like I feel like I would have tried everything, and you're just not willing to pull your half and do what it takes to row the side of your boat. Then this thing ship sinking. Or whatever that look like.
Like emotional, like any abuse, I can understand.
You're not pulling your weight in any capacity. You're not trying no more.
But what's like?
You
what
like
is that?
you wait. Let me continue. You not trying no more. You out here got me looking stupid, and not just like, oh, I know I'm out here looking stupid, but like people know I look stupid. Okay, and then just like disrespect in a lot of different categories. I feel like disrespect. You can disrespect people a lot of ways. Now, would I ever keep my child away from their father? No. I don't like that. Even if you on drugs.
Oh, so here's an even better.
You need to spend time with your kids.
Here's an even better question. So if your
I don't want that.
baby daddy
Good black
slash
one.
husband,
Say it again.
if your baby daddy slash husband,
They gotta hear you.
if your baby daddy slash husband breaks up with you, are you gonna tell your child your father just left us and abandoned us?
You know, I had this conversation with myself this morning.
Because that's a what?
I did. I had this conversation with myself this morning.
She woke up at 2.
Apparently.
Yeah. Shut up. I did. And it's just like I was watching Selling Sunset. And I'm on the most recent season.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's this one woman on there who's like, you know what? I personally believe, okay, first off, they have 2 kids together. He was an NFL player. And by like season 2, I don't know, later on in the show, like he just goes missing. Or whatever, right?
They got a divorce?
Well, they were already divorced.
Oh.
They were like co-parenting well.
Okay.
And then like all of a sudden he just like goes missing. And it's like, you know, she can't find him. It's just like, oh my God. And then like 2 years later, she's like tries to file for child support or something like that because that'll find you, you know. And then evidently there's this like whatever, somehow the courts got it and he was like, I release all my rights. And she was like, dang. You know, she was already struggling because she was like, dang, I went from being a co-parenting, like I don't have my kids all the time. Now I'm 24/7 mom. And she was saying like, man, I don't know if I should tell the kids. And her kids are like probably preteens at least. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I don't know if I want to tell my kids that he's gone. You know, that he's never coming back. Because they knew, but she said they kind of inferred. Because the son was saying like, Mommy, can I change my last name to Smith? Daddy's not here no more. And I was like, dang. And that's when I asked myself, would I? And it's like, I feel like communication is key. Because one of the things that she has said amongst her coworkers was like, you know, I don't think they'll understand. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I feel like kids understand. And we have to stop like stifling them.
The kids know before you even think.
They see stuff before we do.
I'm gonna say they know a lot of things.
Exactly. And it's like, for situations like that, to answer your question, like I would want to be honest with my kids because mm-hmm. It's like I feel like even on like simple things when I was growing up, if I didn't know the why or like you explain stuff, it just kind of left gaps. Yep. And it's just I feel like it stifles your maturity and mental capacity
like,
when you don't know the full story.
Movies play like stuff like in weird lights. But like your daddy just left us. No, I just broke up with your ass. Don't mean I just necessarily ain't gonna do nothing for my kids. I just don't want to be with you. Now, if you just abandon ship completely, that's different. But if I just break up with you and I'm still here for my kids, I didn't leave my kids. I just couldn't see myself.
Well, he lost the house, so we're not gonna live together. No more.
I just couldn't see myself being with you no more. That's totally different. Now, just what you say, like I don't hear from you, and I don't want my rights. Now, that's a whole different.
Mm-hmm. And that's unfortunate. And I don't know their stuff, but mm-hmm. It's like I kind of be wondering, like I wonder if it's because she's on the show now, and she's getting more money and more. I don't know, like media attention, and that might have messed with him.
No, that's kind of weird,
because she said it was like mental stuff. Like when he went missing, he was like, you know, mental kind of like he's struggling kind of thing. And then she had mentioned he was a former NFL player, and I was like, I wonder if that really like took a toll on him.
Probably.
You know?
I mean,
just according to what kind of injuries and stuff he had, yeah.
Well,
because you go from being like making all this money, and now you're not doing that. And you know, because it's like, as the man, you feel like you got it. Yeah. And then now your ex-wife, baby mama is doing better than you. And if you're not mentally stable or confident or secure in yourself, that could take anybody, honestly. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and that's my theory on it.
And it's also a question of like,
because they black kids basically.
What was like?
He black.
I mean, the question of there's another question of like, because like women tend to do this thing where they don't actually like.
Let me clear that up. I'm not saying I only care because they're black. I'm just saying, you know, it hits home.
We already discussed how you were racist. It's okay. I think women do the thing sometimes though when like a man is down, like they don't know how to just support him and like tell him it's all right, you know.
In what scenario?
I don't know
what they're together or not together.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it kind of do.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, kind of do. Because it's like, there's more motive if they're not together. Now it's emotional pain behind it. And they really ain't going to support you.
Honestly, right now, like, if I was up and I was dealing with somebody and they fall.
Wait, if you were up and you were dealing with somebody.
With a woman. Mm-hmm. I would have to help her get back up.
You feel obligated.
It's a man thing.
It's not even help financial wise though.
You're
like,
saying innate feeling?
Like
you
mentally.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing. Like mentally, like
I don't want to be around somebody if I'm up and they down. I don't want to be around that. So my natural state is I'm going to help you get back to where you need to be.
Yeah, but some people dip out. They say it's too much for them.
yeah.
And that's
I feel like that's what
issue.
happened to me.
And you talk about me putting her business out there. I'm just saying.
It's out
like,
there now. So.
It was never out there. Nobody discussed anything.
You mean
I asked one question.
We'll have this conversation off of air.
It's a good conversation to have on air, actually.
No,
We can air out
because
the
it's too
truth.
much.
Everybody can put their personal business out there, and we can all just live in our truths.
On the next episode of
Oh, you want to live in our truths in the next
Camille and
episode?
friends.
You must be buying these mic stands.
I love to talk like this.
on the next
Sit
episode.
back.
It's Will's fault. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna talk about next episode. That's what y'all want to get into.
What?
Relationships.
Yeah, you want to get.
I love talking about relationships.
Our
I can talk about it
relationships?
all day.
Because
This government stuff, I ain't
Will just
well
want to talk about sex
rehearsed.
because he funny.
We ain't
Yeah.
even said nothing
'Cause he
about
don't get-
sex.
No, earlier he did.
Oh yeah, we are supposed to talk about that, huh?
No, we wasn't supposed to talk about sex. He showed me the text message and he's like, "Let me be funny." I was like, "Whatever." So I just let him be goofy for a second. It fit. He tall.
Because we were having
he
a
got big feet.
conversation.
I understand.
First off, we'll have that conversation
Well,
later.
excuse me.
She don't want to know the details of the conversations, clearly.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've worked on my ego and stuff like that over the years, and still am. And it's just like I wouldn't want my child to suffer because of my personal issues.
Here's my final question. You know, actually, I'm happy you said that. Because a lot of people, like women, I think don't realize that. And they get in the way, and the child will start suffering because of their ego and their personal issues.
Yeah, like having parental issues is big. That can weigh a lot on you.
It's terrible, yeah. You know,
And not even in that capacity, just period.
would you file for child support if a man left you?
You know, I don't know. Because it's like I feel like it is your so if he's there doing what he needs to do,
No.
then no.
If he just disappears.
Because it's like I run into the thing where I've had friends where the guy's doing nothing. And they're like, I don't want to press child support. And I'll be like advocating
but what
for
do you
that. I'll
mean
be
by
like,
nothing, no?
They're not paying or doing anything. So it's just like I feel like
No,
they're not supporting
hold
their
on,
child.
hold on. What's not? Because you can
Nothing.
support a child.
Zero,
you can
nothing.
support a child.
They don't
without-
see them. They don't pay for nothing.
Okay.
They basically almost disown them.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Okay, that's
you
different.
can do more for a child.
Then without money.
That's what I'm saying. If they're there to support the child and do stuff, then I don't
I got
need.
you.
And then it's like I do. Now that you brought that up, I feel like it is a fine line because kids aren't cheap. So is it fair for one party to?
We're gonna pause that
No.
because
No, let her say it. Because we can just answer this real quick. That's a quick answer.
And I'm saying male or female. Is it fair if, like, y'all are not on the same accord, okay? And they do the bare minimum. They seen their child, they doing that.
What's the
Can't take that away. But they're not providing financially.
So if it was reverse.
And I said either or. I said either or parent.
Yeah. Like.
I feel like I wouldn't be mad because kids are expensive.
Yeah, but if it's never the reverse.
It has been. There's people that, what?
Very few
Ain't
cases.
Halle Berry on child support?
I put her on child support too.
I didn't say if you put on. I said ain't she?
Okay, my thing is
Ain't she?
people say kids are expensive.
People are expensive. I'm expensive.
That's because you choose to be.
Yeah.
Kids
Not necessarily.
aren't. Yes.
Kids
To have
are
a baby is expensive.
The only thing expensive about having a baby is buying formula
Diapers.
and
Going to
buying
the
diapers.
hospital.
Wet wipes. You don't go to the hospital that much.
No, to have a baby, like if you go to the hospital, it's expensive.
I mean,
but you
yeah,
could technically
sure.
be at home.
That's
for
a whole
free.
nother bill. Yes.
Yeah, that's some whole different separate
thing. Yeah.
separate
No,
stuff.
but that adds to your argument.
No, it doesn't.
No, it don't.
Because we're talking
Yeah, it
about the
does.
lifetime of a kid.
Because people say kids are expensive.
Clothes ain't always free.
They're not.
Ain't nobody.
Food ain't always
Ain't
free.
nobody.
They're not.
It's not. But it's also not that much neither.
But still, on this 10 cent, I need 5, 3, 2. One of them.
That's fine.
So it's like
I have a question.
expensive.
So
I'm
At
saying
the end of the day, though, wait, hold on, wait. At the end of the day, though,
No,
what
they're
you gonna
not
do with
free.
that money?
Yeah. Huh?
So what are you gonna do with the money?
What money?
If you got child support money, what would you do?
What you think I'm gonna use it for? To support my child. It's in the word.
What are you supporting?
What you gonna do?
Adding
Hold
to
on,
the-
wait. What you gonna take the let's say you got $350 out of the court. What are you gonna do with it?
I mean, I'm already spending money on my child, so it's gonna get added to that bucket.
So, question.
When you get to the
Hey,
specifics,
if-
I don't really know.
If the man filed for custody, took custody and everything, would you be expecting to pay him?
I said if either party
I'm asking you,
wasn't
you
so
in
male
general.
or female. So if the female
I
wasn't
got
holding
you.
her
I'm with you.
bargain,
I'm with you. With the bargain.
then
I got you.
Child
I'm just asking a question. I'm
I
not
think I
actually
already answered
attacking you.
it. I think I just answered it again.
I'm just asking. Who's the question?
You asking if the woman should pay child support? Yeah. That's what my whole conversation was about.
But what's holding the bargain at the end of the day? Because some people.
I explained
some
that
people-
already.
No, I'm just saying, like, is there an actual financial number or like what is it? Because
Supporting
like
your child,
just
being
because you
there.
go, I mean, yeah, no, I'm talking about money.
Put it in the work. Shoot, if you can take care of the child and I ain't gotta pay for them to do after school programs and pay for
They
them
don't have to do after school programs. That's on you.
Yeah, because you watching them.
No,
You saving us money.
Oh my goodness, I don't watch my. We don't pay.
A lot of people don't say it like
Or
that.
daycare.
'Cause-
If you watch the kid and we ain't gotta pay for daycare, I will take
we
that
ain't never
because
pay for
you're helping
daycare.
to support us. And that's money.
But I'm saying a lot of people don't see it like that.
I know.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people think.
They don't see it like that.
A lot of people don't see. A lot of people don't think you being there, you taking care of the child,
Yeah, they don't see how they're saving the money.
It is because I ain't gotta pay for all the extra stuff.
Yeah, you feeding the child and stuff like that. They don't see that as
That's
you.
money
as
I had
you,
to pay
as
for.
You, as you doing your part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like, that's your child. You should be doing that anyways. And it's like, no, it's not. Like, there's other options.
Yeah, do something. Do something is my thing.
I like you. You're a good woman.
I know I am.
You're gonna be great for
Get
somebody.
me out this ghetto.
Somebody's gonna put a ring on it one day.
Yep, keep it there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's not
Shout out
always
to the
easy.
people.
What?
Relationships are.
You know what?
Keeping the ring there, it ain't always.
All right. My final thought for the day.
Thank God. Shit.
I almost talked about
What?
you,
Jump out there.
and not really you.
I know.
You know, I had realized.
Read my mind.
I read.
I had to realize like a couple years ago that like I see why
That wasn't my
a
final
lot
thought.
of women like stay at home. It's cheaper. If I'm working and we gotta pay for all this stuff, like that might outweigh my salary.
You know what? She might got a point.
She do
It
it.
is. That's why
But
people
you
do
gotta
it.
think
A
about
lot
it.
of people
when
do
we,
it.
When we was kids, grandma wasn't working. Grandma was at home.
No, who's we?
Y'all making more
My grandma
money
was at
because
home.
grandma at home.
My grandma ain't retired till after she taught me in the 6th grade.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
we know you come from a different.
You come from a different
racial
family.
background. That was good, wasn't it? That was good.
No, it wasn't good at all. I had to kick you. Anyways, my final thought.
Oh, I thought you were about to add to that.
Oh, y'all, he just was.
No, I mean, I'm going. You know what?
No, because
No, you were saying it was a good point.
because
Yeah, yeah.
when I was growing up, my grandma was at home. So if my mama had to go to work or something, y'all go to grandma's house until I get home. I ain't gotta pay nobody.
Yeah.
Grandma gonna make sure you eat, make sure you do your homework, go outside for a little bit, come in here, take a bath, go to sleep.
And that's a bill.
Shit, that's all you need.
Hey, real quick, this is my final question. Did you go to tutoring?
No, my grandma taught me.
So your grandma was your tutor.
Yeah. My grandma told me how to read,
Somebody
write,
tutored
count.
you, so that's good.
You didn't have
So-
tutoring in college?
No. I'm just talking about like throughout your like grade school. Like were you ever struggling in the class and you needed tutoring?
No.
You never had bad grades.
No.
And if we did, we probably ain't getting no tutors.
So then why are you so stupid now? I'm confused.
That was not
If
a
you're
good
just
joke.
that smart, how are you just? It's not a joke. I'm asking a serious question. That's what's wrong. You be sitting here thinking I'm playing. I'm being serious.
Stupid in the sense of what? Because nobody's smarter than everybody in manners of subject. Smart ass.
Your decision making.
I do what I want to do.
That's the problem.
I know.
All right.
But we all supposed to be figuring out life. So,
I
how
want
is it
Hold
a
on, wait.
decision?
Let me help you with his decision. Like, let me give a good example of his decision making.
from
That's
last
his
night.
decision to make.
Last night we was at a stoplight, right?
Mm.
I'm driving the car. I was
That's
like, hey,
mistake number one.
Technically, technically, she was right.
We talked about this last week.
Technically, you're right. Technically, you're right.
let me finish it real quick. So we at the stoplight. I was like, hey, Bump, going to get gas
And
at.
it was your car that he was driving. Mistake
I was
number two.
like, forget going to get gas at this gas station. I'll go to Sam's because it's cheaper and I can just use my card. So I told him give me the money that I was going to give him for gas. I was like, just give it to me, give me the cash back, right? And so we had a whole debacle because he wanted to be childish about the money, right? And he was like, I'll just take the key to the car, leave the car right here. And we sitting we in Pearland at a stoplight. And I'm like, okay. I was like, it's your car.
I didn't think that was a story you was gonna tell.
I wasn't gonna talk about that.
Why?
That's for next episode.
Which one are you talking about?
We gotta see. We off
Finish.
topic. Anyways, I'm talking about your decision making.
No, because the decision I thought you.
Can he finish?
No.
Anyway, this is how we got.
Shit.
This is what I'm
All
saying.
this sass.
So look, no. He was like, I just take the car and walk back to the apartment. I was like, okay.
Wait,
What?
who was gonna take the car? And walk
He
back
was
to-
gonna
I was
take the
gonna take the
key
key.
and walk back. I'm like, that's fine.
So
That's
he
your-
was gonna leave him in a car with no key.
Right. He was gonna leave his car at a stoplight in Pearland, and we 2 blocks away from the police station.
No.
One light. We like 2 or 1 lights away from that police station. From the one on whatchamacallit, wherever we was.
On Cullen?
On Cullen, yeah. We was like 1 light away.
No, we 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's 2 blocks.
No.
So what's being
Anyways.
2 blocks away from the police
Anyways,
station? have to
my
do
point
anything?
was to him, I'm like, you didn't fully think that through. Because if you leave me here, I'll just call the police and have them tow your fucking car. I
You
was
think
like,
he cared though?
he has to.
That's
care.
why he made his
No,
decision.
He didn't think about the car being towed because then he didn't think about all the other ramifications of a car being
Because his
towed.
pride made the decision.
That's definitely what it be most
That's
of the
the
time.
issue. That's why I
Yeah.
said.
So that's not
You
dumb.
have bad decision making. I said bad decision. I didn't say dumb.
He would have dealt with the
I
repercussions. He
said
don't
bad
get, he
decision
don't
making.
care.
No, he wouldn't have dealt with the repercussions.
Yeah, well,
No, I would have to deal with repercussions.
you was part of the equation.
No, I was not part of the equation. You decided to do something stupid.
You
And
called
he
police.
knew who to do stupid stuff with.
The police. Hold on, wait. Even if I didn't call the police, they still would have came and got their car and towed it.
Not that fast.
Yes, it's sitting at a major at a turning. It was in the left turning lane. You can't just sit there.
All you gotta do is call the police and say, "Hey, I ran out of gas. Can y'all bring a tow truck to tow me to the nearest gas station?"
Oh, you think that's what I was gonna tell them?
You know where the gas station was at?
Oh no, I told him my other equation was I was just gonna hide the car from him.
Can't you push?
No, he did say that.
I was just gonna have it told to hide.
But
the
like
car
I told him, I also know where your mama stay.
I told that don't matter. What you gonna do? Come knock on the door?
Yeah.
That's about it.
You gotta
Somebody
come out sometime.
somebody gotta answer the door. You said what?
You gotta
First
come out
off,
sometime.
let's be clear. How you gonna get over here?
Uber,
I know more
Lyft,
people than just you.
people.
I know
said what?
niggas with cars.
I don't know why you act like that's impossible.
Yeah. The fuck?
You gotta get over here still, regardless.
And he can and will.
My question was how was he gonna get over here?
What you mean?
That's the question.
We
You
in
didn't think that
2021.
No, I do think it through.
Yeah, we need to
I
be
know how
asking
you
this
act.
question about you.
I know how you are. You don't be.
Detrick would have brought me right over here, bro. So by the time you
Hold
got
on,
here,
wait. Hold on,
I'd have
wait.
been here.
Time out. Every time, you know how many times he's been over to my house, and every time he asked for the address. So this is how I know he wasn't gonna get over here like that.
That don't mean he can't get here.
He wasn't.
I know to take airport.
He
Make
would
it.
have been. He would have been on one of these other streets. He would have been driving around confused for a couple of days.
Nigga, I
Could
know where your
ask me
mama
for your
stay.
address.
I wish you would.
I know where your mama stay. He know where your
I
grandma
almost
stay.
gave- I
look,
almost put your
time out.
address on here.
Talking about this is the greatest thing. I ain't even got to go outside. I can shoot from the roof. There's a good window right there. All I got to
Okay,
do is
can we end this now?
yeah.
And you go to jail.
Yeah, we can. I wouldn't actually, cause I'm defending my property.
No, but he ain't on your property.
He is.
Not if I'm in the
He
street.
He's outside.
If I'm in
in
the
the
street,
street.
Why is he on my? Why this is a cul-de-sac? Why is he on the
It's
block?
public property.
It's not.
the road is public property.
He on the cul-de-sac. Why is he on the block?
The road is public
He's
property.
causing a threat to my house.
From standing there,
Yes,
prove that in court.
I can actually. That's the good thing about the court system. You have the burden of proof on both sides.
So how you gonna prove it?
How you gonna prove I was?
Because he can prove that he was in the street.
You said what?
How you
Shot
gonna prove
dead.
I was harming you?
How was I gonna prove you harming me? Why was you over here?
He can't prove it if he did.
Why are you over here uninvited?
To get my damn car.
Your car's not here.
Where is it at?
That's the point.
Okay.
You got the key.
You know.
They're gonna ask you where it's at. They're gonna be like, "How did it leave? If you had the key." So I know where it's at. Like I said, burden of proof falls on you. You know why? Because it would have been text messages from you. It wouldn't have been no text messages from me to you about anything.
So when we go to court and they go through your phone records, they will actually find out where the car would have been.
No,
regardless, you just
you wanna
shot
know why?
a man in the street.
No. You want to know why they won't?
Why?
Because there is no GPS tracking on my phone right now.
Are you sure?
I didn't say that.
That's
I said
the only way they would have found
went
out.
through your text messages
And find out what?
where the car was at.
Do I look that stupid?
Yes.
You gonna shoot a
crazy.
man in the public street when he ain't had nothing on him
He in front of my
that?
house?
in the street?
He's in front of my house.
I'm not on your grass. I'm not on your porch.
By the way, this also requires you being alive for court.
He will.
Anyways, thank y'all for joining us here on Aki and Friends.
Aki and Friends.
We can't wait to
episode
see you
10,
next Wednesday.
That's your proof.
Camille, 10:30. That's what time you supposed to be here.
What's next week?
Wednesday, like usual, 10:30.
The teens.
Anyways,
The teens.
all right, y'all. We'll catch you later and next time on Aki and Friends.
Bye.